Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. Proudly presents the Raw Watch Along. The Raw Watch Along is here tonight on the Wrestling Experience. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw comes to you tonight as the road to SummerSlam continues, and continues it will in the great state of Florida. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get raw.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, the Wrestling Experience, with your host Earl Cole.
Acknowledge me.
Coming at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also the AEW. You are now watching The Experience, the Wrestling Experience. Now with your host Earl Cole.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl Cole, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. Yes, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Raw all over again. We're going to get Monday Night Raw. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Hardcore Sports Network, Sports and Wrestling Connection, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, All Star Sports Network. And of course, hit the like button on all our channels. We greatly appreciate it. And subscribe to our channels. We also greatly appreciate it. Tonight, we're going to give you Monday Night Raw as we get closer and closer to August the 5 and SummerSlam 2023. So before we begin tonight's show, we got some wrestling headlines that we need to talk about. The biggest headline of all is what happened this past Saturday night at Collision at Newark, New Jersey. If you all didn't get to see Collision, AEW's Collision, then you need to go back and watch because something happened that was very surprising to everyone and very shocking to everyone. And I'm just gonna read this to you, courtesy of SE Scoops. Um, Apparently Billy Gunn teased about retiring from wrestling after a loss this past Saturday night at Collision. During the Collision match, Gunn was seen taking off his shoes in the middle of the match after the loss and walked to the back, and they lost to the House of Black clean in a clean match. Match was good, match was solid, but then all of a sudden Billy Gunn just lost it and he took his shoes off and left it in the ring. The loss really affected him, and Gunn took off his boots, and then sauntered into the back and left the boots there to clean up. Now, is this the end of Billy Gunn? Is this the end of Billy's lustrous career in AEW? As you all know, Gunn has a very very successful resume. Um, he became the 1999 King of the Ring. Um, he was a badass. He would return to he returned to DX in 2000. Billy and Chuck in 2022. I mean in 20. I mean in 2002. Excuse me. He had a lengthy stint in TNA wrestling. Gunn would then return to the WWE in 2012, and then he signed with AEW as a coach in 2018. Hold on one second, I'm sorry. 2019, excuse me. So and then he was, then breaking into the wrestling business in the 80s. Gunn would join the WWF back then in 1993. The Smoking Guns in 1997. So Billy Gunn has a long, lengthy history that's interwoven in him in wrestling. So my question to you, audience, the Raw audience, is this the end of Billy Gunn's career? Is this the end? Is this going to do it for Billy Gunn? We'll have to wait and see. But Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, is almost on the air. My co-pilot Tyler will be here very shortly. I think Mitch must have sent him the link, and I believe Robert might join us as well. So we're just awaiting our guest to appear, and I believe Raphael might appear on here. And shout out to Raphael, ladies and gentlemen. He lost his grandfather. On behalf of myself and everyone here at the Hardcore Sports Network and all networks in between, we want to send our deepest condolences to Raphael and his family, and we hope that he can heal from this. But getting back to Billy Gunn for a second, ladies and gentlemen, is this the end of Mr. Gunn? Is this the end? We have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to wait and see. Um, just to let everybody know, out there, we're not done with these wrestling news tonight. We're also going to be discussing about what happened with Charlotte Flair. We're going to discuss that while we take Raw in tonight. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I am awaiting Tyler and all guests to come in here and do their thing. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about, I would say about 2 minutes away from Raw going live on the USA Network. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you had a safe weekend. I hope that the weekend was very kind to you. And we want to thank you all for tuning in. And let me just say one thing to our audience. We want to thank you for the fantastic view that we got for the Elite Talk episode number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some fantastic views on the wrestling and sports connection. We got some great views, nearly 150 views on the video. We want to thank you all so much for giving us that. Tyler and Robert's channel, thank you so much for doing that. You showed up and showed out in numbers, and we are greatly appreciated. It was a fun show. It was a great show. It was a successful show. And I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, again, we want to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. And thank you so much for giving us the views. It was absolutely fantastic. Tyler and I had a lot of fun doing the show, and we hope that you are royally entertained by us. And we are 1 minute away, ladies and gentlemen, from Monday Night Raw. As I said to you, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Raw comes to you tonight from Florida, and we're going to have fun with that and so much more here tonight on the Wrestling Experience. Probably presents the Raw Watch Along. Like I said, Wrestling and Sports Connection, of course, All Star Sports Network, and Hardcore Sports Network. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports One. Follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports. And of course, subscribe to their YouTube channel and follow them on Twitter as well. So it's 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for Raw. Let's turn on Raw right now on the USA Network. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Then, now, forever, together. Mm-mm. Together, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with Monday Night Raw. Oh, live. We're live inside the arena. And the Judgment Day is in the middle of the ring. Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and the Money in the Bank winner, Damian Priest. Will rise to the Judgment Day, says Damian Priest. And let's add Robert to the screen. We now run. We now run the WWE. All right. We got the unbeatable women's champion. We got my man, Damian Priest, the Money in the Bank winner. We got yours truly. We got the world heavyweight champion. We'll get to the man of the moment. And let's see what he achieved last week. Now they're showing you what happened at NXT and when Dominic Mysterio won the North American title.
Boring.
Robert, welcome to Monday Night Raw. How are you, sir?
Nah, not too bad.
Good. I hope you had a safe weekend. I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, the heat can go fuck itself, basically. It's too freaking hot.
So,
No, I'm serious. Freaking yesterday, man, I was fucking drained.
I know.
Like you haven't seen any streams from me. Like I've been sweltering the 95-degree heat. It's like,
Oh.
I just pretty much just took a shower and slept.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Mysterio wins by shenanigans, and that it was a miscarriage of justice. Let me ask you something, Robert. While we wait for the live act, well, okay, we're back. I'll ask you in a minute. It is my honor. All of you here tonight, the new NXT North American champion, the hottest man I know, Latino Heat, Nick Mysterio. All right, and here he comes. Dominic Mysterio, ladies and gentlemen, the new North American champion. He really didn't win cleanly, ladies and gentlemen. He won via shenanigans, but I don't know why everybody is so like gun-ho about this. I was not a fan of this title change. This just was the worst booking decision I think the WWE has ever cooked up in the NXT cookpot. I'm not a fan of this at all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not. I think it's way too soon for Dominic to be carrying around a title. But anyway, that's who am I to say anything? Who am I to say anything, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just a fan. You know.
You ain't kidding.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Mysterio is hugging the Judgment Day. And he's raising the title high above his head, ladies and gentlemen. And now he's trying to talk, and the audience is booing the crap out of him. And the crowd is just booing the snot out of Dominant Mysterio. And to celebrate my greatness, what greatness? You didn't even win the match clean. Uh, okay, now they're gonna show. Now they're gonna show you Dominant Mysterio retrospective, ladies and gentlemen, of his journey and how he was dominant people and how he became the greatest luchador we've ever seen, and how he was just so dominant, and they had to give him the receipt and give him the title. We all know that's full of bull BS. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I digress. Um, and look, me and Rhea Ripley are smiling like he done something great and boring.
The only thing great that Dominic's ever had is having Rhea in the bedroom. That's pretty much about it.
Okay, I'm not going there. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot ball. We are going to be graced, ladies and gentlemen, with Robinisms. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I digress.
Hey, look, it's the fucking truth. I mean, she made some interesting.
Okay, and here comes Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They are interrupting the Judgment Day.
And honestly, another title reign that's been kind of boring as of recently.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see what they have to say. Let's see what the tag champs have to say here, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd is chanting KO, 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 KO. Wait, I can't. We're having some technical issues, ladies and gentlemen, with the USA Network. So I'm not sure what Kevin Owens is saying here. The video has frozen on my end. So.
Basically, in other words, to kick off KO's promo, he's pretty much just poking fun and saying, "Oh, they're acting like so tough," but in reality, pretty much calling saying, "No, they're just a bunch of cowards."
Oh. So basically,
they also basically say that every time when Dom tries to speak, no one wants to hear him. Listen, so that's pretty much. Basically, in other words, he's pretty much just poking fun to the Judgment Day in his promo.
Oh my gosh.
And KO's about to blow up. Sounds like he's going to have a freaking aneurysm. Good Lord.
Yeah. I will not be disrespected, says Dom. I'm the champion. Okay. He's got a point. He's got a point, says Sami Zayn. Like, nobody here respects you. That's because nobody here respects you. Okay, so Dom Mysterio is challenging KO. Oh, it's Sami Zayn, excuse me. Tonight, Sami Zayn and Dominic tonight. You want some of Dirty Dom? Why don't you come get some? You dumb perro. Oh, we had a tag team match. Uh-oh. Is he challenging down for the North American title? So Sami Zayn says that he wants to fight for the North American title. Sammy Dom accepts. Oh, so all right. So it's going to be Dominic Mysterio taking on Sami Zayn for the North American title here tonight on Monday Night Raw. What do you think of that?
That's interesting.
Okay, so contract signing tonight. Finn Balor and Rollins will sign a contract. Logan Paul is on Raw tonight.
Yeah.
Logan Paul is on tonight. And let's see what else is on Raw. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Drew McIntyre and the Ring General Gunther come face to face tonight on Raw. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is live with the American Nightmare, and that's coming up. All right, so let's see what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is gracing the Raw stage right now here on Monday Night Raw. We're going to get our first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It's a women's division match.
I say this match doesn't go 5 minutes.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's how been a lot of women's matches have been the last few years in the company in the WWE.
Right.
It's been less than 5 minutes or less, and nothing more.
Exactly.
It's sad and pathetic.
Yeah, it is. So Becky Lynch will take on Zoe Starks right here, right now on Raw when we come back from commercial.
Still milking this damn rivalry. Jesus Christ.
Yes. And remember, if Becky Lynch wins, she gets her hands on Trish at SummerSlam.
Well, Zoe, just kick her ass for crying out loud. I'm like Trish has been nothing but dog water in her. I guess you could say her second run, but she hasn't really done much to do anything. And Becky Lynch, we've seen too much of her over the years. For the last 8 years now, give or take. Jeez, it's been that long. But regardless, it's whatever.
So, ladies and gentlemen, while we're in commercial, I want to talk about this. It came from our friends at Wrestling News. They were talking about Charlotte Flair and what happened to her on SmackDown when she took on Io Sky. Apparently, Io Sky hit a Hurricanrana. However, Flair didn't take the move properly, and she suffered a major botch in the match. But Flair went on to win the match anyway. The fans went on Twitter and was jumping all over this.
And rightfully so, because, Charlotte can't sell. And not to mention this, too, she doesn't make anybody look good in the ring anyways. As much as we say, oh, she's a good wrestler. But what has she actually done for her, work with her opponents? Why do you think everybody hardly ever wants to work with her? Because you know there's going to be a lot of fucking mistakes waiting to fucking happen. That's basically what Charlotte Flair is. She's a walking disaster.
Right.
Hey, if you're a diehard Charlotte Flair fan, you can go fuck yourselves. I don't give a flying fuck. Hey, shit. I could care fucking less about the so-called Charlotte simps, for lack of a better term. I want to say something else, but I will leave it at that.
Right. Yeah, they said a Flair didn't take the move properly, and it seems to be she jumped. She have jumped off herself.
For me, how I found about now how she doesn't really sell. Well, I think everyone should know is that I've seen a couple wrestling people through TikTok pretty much talking about she can't really sell the move worth a damn. Not to mention this too that number 2 she's been on the roster for 8 years now. You had in that time frame to actually get better and actually learn how to sell. Number 3, you don't really make your opponent look good anyway, especially you don't really look good in the ring. The only time you ever look good is when she had that match with Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. After post WrestleMania, that's where everything started going to shit.
Right.
And we're quite honest, and I'm with Sleeping Angels too. Why do you think Sasha? This is good for Sasha Banks not to actually stay with the company because all the bullshit that's been going on in the women's division. It's
right.
And besides, it's like the women's division. I'm just gonna flat out say it. The women's division on both brands, even at. I'm not gonna hold NXT not gonna call it NXT just yet because they got some solid women in that women's division. But Raw and SmackDown, their women's division is dead. Let's just call it for what it is. Liv Morgan, as much as I like her, she has not really been really impressive to me as of recently. Neither has no hate disrespect to Shayna. I mean, you gotta need more. I want to see more. Not just you have to use like basically regurgitate the same stuff and the same people over and over again. Like let me see Shayna, kind of run this division. Or I mean, you already got Rhea doing some fantastic work. Let's be the competition she's been given. It's the fact that it's not on her. It's the company not willing to build up new stars. And we said it all the kind of time and time again. Like they don't want to build new stars. If you're in terms of the men's division, if you're not say 6'5" or almost like 7 between. See, this is one of the things that's too of what I hate about the WWE sometimes. Like they're very picky of who they want to sign. If you're not say for the men's division, there had to be like 6'5" or taller, or say about 200 and a lean, let's say 280 pounds to 300. This is like lean, like a Braun Strowman type of body style.
Right.
Outside of that, you're pretty much just weak. Pretty much, what happened to the cruiserweight division? You had some phenomenal talent in the cruiserweight division in years past, like a Tajiri. Still got Rey Mysterio, who's been still over as hell after just got how long has it been? I know he's been a lifer for you since he made his debut, but geez, sometimes I just put that in your fucking brains for the love of God. Sometimes. It's just like pro wrestling. Sometimes it's just like it's a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna fucking get sometimes. And yes, I quoted Forrest Gump, so sue me. So
I agree with what you're saying, Robert. I agree with your entire assessment.
It's just like WWE. They can't even put stuff fresh out. It's constantly predictable week in, week out. For many of the weeks leading up to a pay-per-view, either it could be good or it could be crap. It's like at AEW, and I'm not gonna say AEW is better anyways. Yes, I mean AEW has their flaws along the way in the first 5 years. Yeah, they're not perfect either. Now, yes, we saw Brian Pillman Jr. Signing with WWE, and not gonna lie, I don't think he's ever gonna get used at all unless he goes to NXT. That's besides the point.
And right now, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch is beating the stew out of Zoe Stark, and she throws her back in the ring. Becky Lynch now, and what is she? Oh, she missed. And look out. What is she doing? Oh, from behind. Becky Lynch now, look. Oh, and Zoe Stark is beating Becky Lynch. Oh, she kicks Becky Lynch in
Kick
the
her ass,
face.
Zoe's. I don't want to see this rivalry for much longer.
Drop kick bump.
The
One,
only thing I
two,
will
no.
nitpick was always start her mic skills since coming to the main roster. You needs a little bit more work. I will say
Right.
that.
Very
But in terms of the
cringeworthy.
talent, cringeworthy promos, but in ring wise, she's fine. It's just it's the
Right.
promo for me. It's just like it's the same way how when I used to watch
Oh,
NXT a little bit too with when Tiffany Stratton usually come on screen, like she tried to project project her voice that's not she's not trying to be herself. And that's the problem where I feel like sometimes WWE needs to really understand,
oh,
some of these men and women need to be themselves. I mean, shit,
right.
it's not like, and why do you think a lot of times you see a lot
One,
of,
two, no.
I mean, shit. And look, I can give you perfect examples of what someone could be themselves. Look at Matt Cardona now. The dude,
Commercial.
look at Matt Cardona. Even though the most petty, if anyone has not seen the most petty shit he did, which is kind of
Yeah.
funny because I was laughing at that. Regardless, for those who know what I'm talking about, he brought in the WWE Women's Tag Team title belt at a DDT event, which I started laughing my ass off because this is why I like Mark Cardona now than what he was that. And look, I don't mind. I don't really hate the Zack Ryder character, but it's just I feel like Matt Cardona had ever since he got released and become what he is now, he found a new lease on life, and let's become one of the best indie pro wrestlers that I've seen in quite some time, and. And that's where I feel like that's where my gripe with the WWE has been over the, I would say, the last 20, 25 years, 26 years of my life. Even though as a kid, I didn't really care for someone being original or being themselves. Now, yes, there's a lot of times that gimmicks. And this is where a lot of times I hate, the gimmicks. Sometimes, look, if you can't
Right.
really let them be themselves, most times than not, it's just like, it doesn't really make sense. Now, there's some gimmicks, that can work. I mean, look at FTR. Did really well in WWE, but the later half of that run, they got school. Well, boy, that's the worst way you want to go out. And now the fact they're pulling off like an 1980 style type of gimmick, or I guess you could say that.
Right.
It really works. For some reason, they got it over. A lot of times you're seeing some certain gimmicks need to get over because if not, crowd ain't gonna fucking like it. I mean, like I said, why do you, and this is why I've always respected Tiffany Stratton because she knows that her selling was completely shit. So Charlotte Flair take fucking notes, that's another thing too. I actually want to point out too. It's bad that you have a veteran like Charlotte doesn't want to sell or has shitty selling, doesn't want to work on it, but yet you have a young upcoming star. Let's hope so. And Tiffany Stratton said, my selling stinks. I'm going to stay down at NXT and try to get better. Like, that is embarrassing to see for me. You're an 8-year veteran on the main roster, and yet you have a younger star waiting in the wings for the women's division. Try to get better than you. That's all I'm leaving at. And yes, a little bit of a promo rant. So fucking sue me.
Right. No, I mean, I get what everything you said, Robert, and I'm glad that you're opinionated like that because I agree with you. And here's the thing that I've noticed with promos, very overly scripted, and you're trying way too hard to try to sell whatever you're trying to sell. And I think you're absolutely.
To piggyback off of that too, and that's where that was another point too that I've actually want to talk about too. There's some promos that's like, either especially with these like people who are newly turned heels, like say like a Ruby Soho. Sometimes, like I want to see more for her in a promo work because like her promos are as a heel is not bad, but it's kind of hard to buy.
Raw.
It's kind of hard to buy what she's selling,
Right.
It's basically okay. So basically, look at it this way. So, like a real life analogy, it's like you're going to a car dealership. You got a used car in good condition, but you also got a car that's got you can get like new car smell. And that's kind of the way I look at promos a lot of times too. Like if you don't really have what I'm looking for, like I said, I don't really have a specific criteria in terms of promos, but if you can get across, work with the audience, if it connects with the audience, hey, you did your job. And if you're also talented in the ring as either Vince face or heel. Jesus Christ. I just had a brain fart there. And a lot of times it's like, and like you said, these heavily scripted, like if you just go, and this is my time I always like respected the Attitude Era, because they was like bullet points, like do. Like you say, you talk about this, then you go on to this, then segue into this. Like you gotta be quick with it. That's these promo, like whoever's writing these promos. A lot of times it's like it's slow, deliberate, it's cheesy as fuck.
Right.
But that's how I look at it.
Well,
so I pretty much did all the I pretty much did all the thinking, speaking for Earl, anyways. So,
yeah, you really did, and I don't have any other thing to say with that.
Because it's like if you're not buying if you're not connecting with the audience, a lot of times, I mean, boy, we've seen that. How many times we've seen that over the years? We've seen. Oh God, who's the one I can think of? Right? I mean, shit. I mean, there's some terrible, cringy ones that like Dean Ambrose at the time getting a needle stuck up his ass. Who remembers when that was a thing on his way out? And and it's funny too. I actually rewatched that interview with him. It's like he didn't even want to leave the WWE. They forced him out. That's like,
well, something. I think I read his statements in the podcast and everything. He just got tired of being told no all the time, and him and Vince just couldn't get together. He wanted to make
for you. He's so fucking hard headed at somewhere it's pushing 80. Like damn, like.
So he just couldn't deal with Vince anymore. He came up with these stupid ideas for him to do in the ring, and he's not that kind of a person. And
now we're seeing what John Moxley can do now. Like
Moxley Unleashed.
And that's going back to my point. Try to be yourself. Now, granted, yes, Ambrose and / John Moxley could have been himself, in a PG way, like you said, Earl. But now we're seeing what John Moxley is truly capable of. Now, yes, he's a deathman. Yes, I know. A lot of times it's kind of if you look at the years between the year of John Moxley, the last how long's it been with the AEW? Since its inception, since 2019. Ever since then, a turn his time with the WWE. If you look at it, his WWE character was more of a comedy character. If you looked at it, like people really don't really understand that Moxie from his background is a deathmatch wrestler. Go watch CZW. Go watch his time with GCW and deathmatch companies like that. Like like
1, 2, 1.
Like your forehead's going to be no longer be safe from like other freaking a glass, a pizza cutter, a fork. And that's what this.
Look out. She rolls 1, 2, no. Becky Lynch kicks out. And look out. She throws Zoe Stark onto the apron.
I'm trying to go for a disarmer.
And she's choking her now. And Zoe Stark now, wait. Oh, no, she got caught by Becky Lynch. She got slammed. 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch wins, and she's going to get Trish Stratus at SummerSlam. It looks like Trish Stratus was faking the nose injury all the time.
Well, for those who don't remember that's a bit of a callback from the early to mid 2000s.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah. And that's
move on. Stop trying to call. Look, it's nice to call back every once in a while, but don't do it on a fucking occasion. Like shit's gonna get really old really quick. It's gonna really ruin the nostalgia for a lot of people like myself, like Earl. Tyra's gonna be coming in here, and that's gonna ruin for him because he's more.
I mean, that's just
shit.
Ridiculous.
Give me freaking like 2000. Like go to give me like 02 to 0. Now, I will say this too. Look. As much as I'm not the kind of person I will not say I hate the PG era, but where I would say, sometimes we kind of take it for granted because some good things have come out of the PG era. I think a lot of times people tend to really forget there were some good things that came out of at the start of the PG era. Number one, ever since after that Benoit situation, no more chair shots to the head. Like, why do you? And also, what was it? Oh, right. After Eddie Guerrero passed away, because obviously from steroid use, obviously which caused it from his heart failure. That was the introduction of the wellness policy. Like, a lot of people need to forget, like, some of the stuff that they have in place, happened for a reason. You had Benoit, as dark of a situation it was, led to WWE, granted, thank God the best decision that they ever did, was Ben Shersash to the head because, when you get, because I can't say, because I never had a concussion, so knock on wood.
Right.
But yeah, and Earl, you know this better than anybody too. You remember the steroid scandal that was going on.
I'm sure. I mean,
it was
all over the TV. It was all over the TV.
Yeah, and ever since then, it's just like you still got, even in the mid 2000s, you still have people taking steroids. And if you look at Triple H from the Attitude Era to, I would say, about between 03 to 04, a little bit 05. If you look at something from 04 to 05, like, you can see his body shape was a little bit smaller than what he was in the Attitude Era and stuff like that. And speaking of our third compadre,
did I?
I think actually.
So here's the thing, guys. I was clamoring because I messaged both of you guys. I was like, I need the link. And 30 minutes went past.
Oh my gosh! I am so sorry, Taylor. I thought because every time this happens, I apologize. Everything that just happened because sometimes Mitch sends it to you, then Robert sends it to you, then I send it to you. Before you
That's
know
the thing. I'm waiting on somebody to send me the link.
Because here's the thing: every time when we do streams like these, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Oh
yeah, that's the reason why. Because I sent you the message. It said it was delivered, but it wasn't read. And then I'm like, all right, let me message Earl. He's probably available. He's not available because he's on the stream. And I'm like,
but the best part is how you missed my promo style rant.
Let me just go onto the live stream on YouTube and comment it.
Yeah. I apologize, Tyler.
No, it's no big deal. You guys were busy and stuff, and plus it's Monday Night Raw. I wasn't really, excited for it.
But yeah, Tyler, you pretty much missed my promo style rant on the company and shit. Like, pretty much became like Earl's mouthpiece, basically. I pretty much became our version of the stream's Paul Heyman, basically.
Yeah.
You gave the ring to Paul Heyman? What?
Well, before you came on, I went like in
Cody
a promo rant.
Oh no, I saw you went on a tirade.
Yeah, I went on a fucking tirade, and
I saw.
Like I said, shit, like give me the fucking money. Hey, look, or if you think of it this way, or it'll be like Samoa Joe, I think in 05 and on pay-per-view when he had that hot mic on pay-per-view.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was representing.
But we are in commercial, ladies and gentlemen, and they're showing you SummerSlam, which is 1 week away.
Oh, and speaking of which, since Jay brought the, I don't really very paid attention to this. Part of the other stipulation of the match between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, no other family members are allowed to get involved as per Samoan tradition. That is
so no Jimmy and no Solo.
No Solo.
Well, so something. No shenanigans. You know something. Here's the thing. If Vince McMahon is doing this, this match, which I know he will, because he always gets involved, we're gonna have shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen, and we all know what's gonna happen. And LC comes out, and LC comes out. The cow sits on the referee. Referee goes down. Here comes more of the same crap as we always get in Roman Reigns matches.
And that's where that's where I always had the issue with Vince because he does not respect anybody else's cultures, no matter like you said, if it's Japanese, definitely Samoan, because the Samoans they are very heavily cultured.
And also, Rob, there's a growing theme too with Vince, and this is where it all stems from. They're saying this is going to be Samoan rules where no family members are allowed to interfere or be involved in the match. Well, guess what? Vince McMahon does not believe in logic.
No,
I'm saying once
So we all know the family's going to get involved, like Earl's saying.
Listen. I'm not stupid. Okay, I'm not stupid.
Nobody here is stupid.
No, but I am not stupid. I don't have the blinds down, ladies and gentlemen. The blinds are already up.
We see this coming from a mile away.
I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Vince McMahon eats, lives, and breathes shenanigans. He protects Roman all the time with the damn shenanigans.
Roman's his moneymaker.
Do you know why he does it? Because he thinks it's such good shit.
I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting fed up with it. I'm done with it.
Because think about this too. Like people see, that's why a lot of times people don't understand. Outside of Roman Reigns, they don't have no other big name draw. Actually, you know what? I am completely wrong. I would say Gunther is your second biggest money draw. I almost completely forgot. I caught myself there.
What's up, Raph? Enjoy your much-needed break, brother.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make this announcement. I have to make this announcement.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. A lot of wrestling, that's the problem with wrestling. All of pro wrestling, you're right, Damien. All of pro wrestling, they have these owners and these bookers that don't appreciate cultures, races, or anything like that. They make the mockery of these things. So yeah, Damien, you're right. It's not just WWE. It's a growing problem in all pro wrestling.
Yeah, I agree with your assessment, Damien. I'm gonna just say this, ladies and gentlemen. The match is gonna be predictable. It's predictable. Yeah. It's predictable.
No, Zach. He wouldn't say it's good business. He would say it's such good shit in his voice.
Why do you think DJ Storms always has to take a drink of water because all this shit?
Greatness.
Every time he goes,
V.O. Williams, and there's V.O. Williams, ladies and gentlemen, the man who sings the Raw theme song. It's greatness.
I got no clue who that is. I have no clue.
Like some of these artists that this company finds is ridiculous.
They find them in karaoke bars. They find them all over.
Then again, now I didn't even know who Skillet was before they did their thing. That game was great.
And Tyler, here comes Cody Rhodes.
Sometimes I want to give you the Skillet slap.
Bro, I did not know who the hell they were.
Dude, Skillet is phenomenal.
All I listen to is country. That's all I listen to, bro.
Hey, shit. It's for me with Hardy. I didn't know who the hell Hardy was until Tyler told me who it was.
Right.
Because you only listen to the older country. You don't listen to the newer
because
shit.
The new country fucking sucks ass. And that's not including Luke Combs. That's Mark wants to go kick rocks.
And here comes Cody Rhodes now protecting his left arm, and he's coming down to the ring. Again, ladies and gentlemen.
TikTok was undefeated. Did you see that fucking video posted?
Yeah, I saw that.
Cody Rhodes versus Lesnar 1 week from this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. On
That's all I can hear now. Thanks to that video. That's all I can hear.
Yeah. Rhodes now is heading to the ring, and he's going to ask, well, what do you want to talk about? Well, we're going to talk about why this feud is happening. Maybe you could tell us. Because this is ridiculous. Now,
unfortunately, Damien, that is also true. Unfortunately, sex does sell in entertainment.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that is true too, Damien.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of I'm done speaking my piece on that.
So Rhodes now is in the ring.
It also has been selling with Rhea Ripley too.
Right.
Yeah, that is.
And Cody Rhodes.
Speaking of which, too, because we started talking about this on Collisions. Like, I think Buddy Matthews is still seeing red after the comments by Rhea.
I'm like, when that happened, I'm like, all right, he's got to be like half pissed off about what happened with Rhea.
Right. All right, so Cody Rhodes is on the mic, and let's see what he has to say. And Raw is trending worldwide right now.
So what do you want to talk about?
Like how boring this storyline is. Sure,
So,
I'm all for it.
Tampa Bay, Florida. What you want to talk about?
See,
What do you
that's
want to
the
talk
problem. That's
about?
the problem with this feud, Sleeping Angels, is the fact that we don't have an explanation as to why this feud is happening. It's
Hello,
just
sleeping
happening.
agents. How are you? Hit that like button. Thank you very much.
You know what I want
Uh,
to talk about, Cody? Is why is this shit happening
Or
with
why
you and
can't
Brock?
now, ladies and gentlemen, so far this SummerSlam card has some real pissy poor matches to it. And
it's
I'm
gonna be like
not.
the Royal Rumble again?
I am
You know what
not.
this card is? You know what this card is?
It's toilet paper.
It's
Yeah,
piss water.
yeah.
Like Bud Light.
Uh,
Shut up! I knew you were gonna say it. Shut up.
uh,
Yeah, boy. I just,
no,
I just
uh,
love poking fun at you.
I know.
Brock Lesnar beating me up with a chair
For
angered
no
me.
for no damn reason.
I didn't have that on my bucket list to get M5'd on the floor. Nope.
We also didn't have in your bucket
Color
list that
me impressed.
we also didn't have on the bucket list that not having a goddamn story behind this thing.
I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. This storyline is pissing me off. It is
Oh,
pissing me off.
it's pissed me off too. It's pissed me
I
off
am,
too.
I am
And tonight,
It's gonna be a head scratcher. Let's just call it for
I,
what it is.
and tonight, he's so mad that he's gone uncensored on us.
Yeah, shocker.
That
Because
bad.
I'm pretty much just uncensored mouthpiece, or me and Tyler are the uncensored
Yeah, we're
mouthpieces.
the uncensored mouthpieces now. He's just going crazy.
he's gonna call Brock Lesnar Mr. SummerSlam.
Oh, Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
um, he's dominant. My mother, Michelle Reynolds, she wasn't impressed with Brock Lesnar. This is the same
Now
lady.
here's how I would make the reasoning to this damn story. I would have Brock be like, "How dare you have a match with Roman before I have my rematch?" That would have been a proper,
But
there's
you
your
see,
reason right there.
you
But
gotta
that's not
understand.
happening.
You gotta understand something, Tyler. You see, you think intelligently like that. The WWE does not think like that.
No,
They
they
think
don't. They
like
don't.
no. They don't think intelligently like that. They just want to give you something for you to sit there and figure out for yourself. Um, you are not impressive to me, Rhodes
I
says.
don't want to overthink so much where it gives me a headache every single Monday. I don't want to think that way, and I don't want to do that. Give me a story with
I
a
don't wanna go
reason.
to SummerSlam just to win, says Cody Rhodes. I want to embarrass you. I want to bury you.
Just like this storyline's embarrassing and pretty much burying both their careers.
Oh, jeez. I'm not poking the bear. Everybody's telling me to stop poking the bear. I'm not poking the bear. I just want to beat Brock Lesnar. Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I think we heard that before. Oh wait,
Uh,
John. Remember the Super Cena? Did everybody remember that? Those
no.
years.
And
Oh
the crowd is
yeah,
chanting,
the
Cody,
golden
Cody,
shovel skater,
Cody,
the
Cody.
infamous
Golden
golden shovel.
shovel.
Brock Lesnar, I just don't want to beat you.
He wants to beat his ass.
I don't want to just beat you, Brock Lesnar. When you broke my arm, I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to bury you. I'm going to make you mine at SummerSlam. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm
Sing
gonna
it.
make you mine at SummerSlam.
Please
Oh, oh,
pause.
First and
oh.
pause on that one.
I'm not going to go there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I end this at SummerSlam. And Kevin Patrick says that Cody Rhodes has piston in his engine.
What?
Yes, please.
Yeah. There's a chapter to this story. Cody. There's for sure a chapter, but we don't got no chapter 1 though.
Nor chapter 1 or 2.
No, let me
No,
just say this.
we got 2 through 4. We ain't got
Let
1.
me let me tell you that. Let me tell you something here. He can talk all he wants, Cody Rhodes. I don't see him winning the match at SummerSlam. I really don't see this happening. I really don't. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all I know is I do not want to see this again. I do not want to see this again. This is enough.
I think Cody is gonna win
Okay.
because Cody has all this momentum still on his side. If they want to keep momentum on his side, have him
Right.
win against Brock. But just end this freaking story. It's not even much of a story.
Now this happened 2 weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. Ricochet confronted Logan Paul. Now we all know Logan Paul and Ricochet were going to meet at SummerSlam.
Oh boy, that
I'm not a TikToker, bro, he says to Ricochet. And he tried to beat up Ricochet. Ricochet had enough, and he beat down Logan Paul.
That's cool for TikTok.
I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. This SummerSlam, I don't know what to think of these matches. It's just
like when was the last time they ever had like an actual good pay-per-view?
I feel like the only match I'll probably be semi-entertaining is Ricochet and Logan,
yeah,
and that's not saying much.
Yeah, and that's not really saying much.
no.
Look at Ricochet with the Black Panther necklace.
Yeah,
It looks like a
Ricochet.
Naruto type of shirt.
Yeah. His nerd is showing.
I love it.
Okay, so Ricochet is going to confront Logan Paul here tonight on Monday Night Raw. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the North American Championship match. It will be Sami Zayn taking on Dom Mysterio right here, right now on Monday Night Raw.
So Ricochet just announced they're gonna have another face-to-face.
Right.
Why?
I don't know. I don't
That's WWE for you. Like,
ask
You're
the
gonna
person who wrote the segment.
rehash the segment you did 2 weeks prior?
apparently.
We're just gonna
Oh
get
my
it again,
god.
Tyler. We're gonna get it again because you loved it so much. They want to see you do. They want to see you do it again.
They're gonna duplicate it. Like, no.
And Sami Zayn versus Dominic Mysterio for the North American title, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is next after we come back from commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank the people at the Prudential Center this past Saturday night for a great
Right, shit.
time. I had a great time in the Prudential
Yeah.
Center.
Shout out to you,
I,
actually, even coming through.
Y'all were kicking. Y'all were kicking on Saturday night at the Prudential Center. Y'all were kicking.
Yeah.
You made Jersey proud.
yeah, the
Very
crowd,
lively.
very
Loved it.
lively crowd. I had a lot of fun. I met my friend Tommy at the Prudential Center. I haven't seen him in 11 years.
See,
And
this is exactly why I want to get a wrestling event. So I can meet people there and be friends with them.
yeah, I
That's
just
so cool.
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I met there was a lot of folks there that were in the audience that I know that I haven't seen in many years. They were in the audience. I had a lot of fun. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the most shocking thing that happened at Collision was when we saw Billy Gunn take his shoes off and walk out of the arena. The crowd, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you this much: I couldn't hear to make my assessment because it was so loud. But here's my assessment, ladies, because I was there. I was in the audience. Everybody was completely shocked, ladies and gentlemen. Our mouths were dropped. We were dropped because we didn't expect Billy Gunn to do that. They did lose the match clean to the House of Black. And I did not. We didn't understand what was happening. And
Yeah,
me and
I know. Yeah, me and Rob were just like, what's going on? Because we see Malachi go up to Billy and embrace him with a hug, and then he
Yeah,
said something in his ear,
yeah,
like
and I think,
it was possibly a thank you,
yeah,
and then he walked off, and then
yeah,
you see Billy Gunn just sitting there crying, taking off his boots.
I
yeah,
mean,
and
and like
I
I mentioned
Which
before,
usually, which usually that's an indication of wrestlers retiring.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think what happened is I think Tony Khan must have gave Billy Gunn a lucrative um deal or some kind of offer,
yeah,
and you to
probably a trainer deal or something.
yeah, he probably did, or a producer deal, and he probably took the deal, and that was his final song with the Acclaim. So
I mentioned this too on the stream as well. And Billy Gunn is pushing 60. I mean, he hasn't really
yeah,
been what he
I mean,
was.
honestly, if that report is true and he retires from AEW, goes to WWE, has a like one final run with his old tag team, with Road Dogg,
Road
that'd be
Dog.
awesome to see before he officially does hang it up. That'd be really cool.
yeah, that'd be
That
cool.
little
I mean,
final run.
like I said, me and
But
Tyler, I've been very grateful for Billy Gunn for most of my time. Through the time in the Attitude Era, that's a lot of times. Yes, I mean I can't remember a single moment, but he has put on some good matches.
Man, you
Within
got lucky. Man, you got lucky. You got to see Attitude Era Billy. You know what I got?
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
Mr. Ass.
yeah,
his time in his prime.
you know,
Those were the
I got
prime years.
Dude, you got DX Billy. I got Mr. Ass, bro.
yeah, I got it all. I, I got it all. I got it all, ladies and
Well, that's
gentlemen.
what she said about getting it all. So I'm
No,
gonna
no,
leave it at
no,
that.
no, no, no.
Okay, Rob. Get your mind out of that gutter. Just
And
out.
by the way, guys, I want to thank you, the both of you. I want to thank the both of you for doing a phenomenal job on Saturday night in Collision.
Hey,
It was
shit.
great
Collision's
seeing
always gonna
them.
be. They're always gonna put on a good show. Like
I want to thank the both of you for
I
that.
want to thank both of
You're
you for fucking killing it
welcome.
on
Anytime you
Elite
need.
Talk this past afternoon. On this
Dude,
past.
I want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about that. Elite Talk. Oh my God, the numbers that it pulled. Thank you guys. Thank you guys over it. And that was only at the sports and wrestling connection side. I don't know
Yeah.
Yeah,
about your
I
side,
just
but
want
the
to
sports.
again, I want to thank you all for showing up and showing out. And I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, we have a major announcement, and I'm going to make it right now, ladies and gentlemen. I did spoke to Sarah behind
Oh,
the scenes.
guys,
I
hold
did.
on, hold up. They dropped the NXT on North American Championship.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
completely dropped it.
oh.
So yeah.
But continue on what you're saying. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I heard it on here.
Let's see what they.
So I guess NXT doesn't have a mid
Okay,
card
well,
title.
Samantha says the NXT North American Champion Dominic Mysterio. So she did say
Oh,
the
she did?
NXT.
I heard
She
it was
did.
for the North American Championship. I didn't hear the NXT part.
Yeah, she did. Samantha did say it.
I mean, if you wanted to see, for me, look, if you wanted to drop the NXT from the
Drop
North American,
NXT.
because I think
But
it would be enough.
that's the thing. Why do you have an NXT title on the main roster? Just drop the NXT part.
No,
And I'm
I
gonna be
don't
upset
know.
about it. But,
No,
I feel
It'll be
like
another.
I feel like if they did that, there'd be too many mid card titles. Too
yeah.
many.
They only got two.
So
Well, it could be there's only one they got.
right.
They got
So
two.
now, so
They got the
Dominic.
IC title and the US title.
U.S. titles on
Right,
SmackDown.
right,
But they got
so,
the IC title.
right.
Right.
I'm talking about overall on the main roster itself.
Right,
They
that should be
got
like
too many mid card titles now.
right.
If
So
they don't,
let's see what happens here.
and not once after he won the title did he ever defend it on NXT.
See
I know
now,
he had it last week, but still.
okay. So the NXT North American Championship is up for grabs, and Dominic Mysterio now is headlocking uh, Sami Zayn right now, and he whips Dominic to the ropes up and leapfrog and deep arm drag to Dominic Mysterio.
No, Zach, they didn't. Zach, we both misheard it. It's still the NXT North American title.
Yeah,
Um,
and then whips to the
yeah,
ropes and
Juice, they would
oh,
butcher.
Dom
They would
gets clothesline over the top rope.
Juice. They would butcher it again. I don't want the cruiserweight title back.
Right, and
I
look
know
out!
I would.
They would
Oh,
butcher it again.
and Dirty Dom is in trouble, and we're going to go to commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make this announcement right now, ladies and gentlemen. On August, mark this date down on your calendar, ladies and gentlemen. August the 3rd, which is a Thursday, we're going to do something I've never done before on the Wrestling Experience. We're going to have our first fan on the show. Sarah, who has you, as you all know, has been commenting a lot on all of our streams, from the pay-per-views to the Raw watch-alongs. And
Absolutely.
I have said to Sarah, I said, Sarah, you would be a great guest on the Wrestling Experience. Well, I spoke to her over the weekend before I went to Newark, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, and she has agreed. She has agreed to come on the Wrestling Experience.
Oh,
So,
she was in Newark with you guys?
yeah, no, I spoke to her. I spoke to her on Twitter, and I
Oh,
did shout her out on Twitter. And before I left for Newark, and she agreed. So, ladies and gentlemen, her and Tyler will be coming on the Wrestling Experience on Thursday, August the 3rd. Remember, that's Thursday, August the 3rd. We're going to have a good time, ladies and gentlemen, because on that night, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to predict SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. We're also going to rewind AEW Dynamite. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah's going to be making her debut with Tyler and myself, and we're going to have a good time on the Wrestling Experience. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I cannot wait to invite Sarah to the party, and it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for a guest for the Wrestling Experience. So if you know somebody that wants to come on the Wrestling Experience this Thursday, well, the door is open, ladies and gentlemen, on the mothership. And
And
we're looking
don't bang your head against the door.
we're looking for a guest, ladies and gentlemen. So come on the mothership this Thursday and come on for a ride, and you'll get an experience on the Wrestling Experience. So shout me out on Twitter. My Twitter handle is right in front of you on the screen. So shout me out if you want to be part of the Wrestling Experience.
So
So, ladies,
Juice asked, will there be stew at this party? Definitely would.
oh yes, there'll be a
you know
lot of
there's always
stew.
stew. You know there's always stew, bro.
There's
No,
always
Man,
stew.
you don't skip
Somebody
out.
stew the cameraman. Everybody
Yeah,
doesn't know who I'm
the
talking.
cameraman's gonna be there. John Cena's best friend.
God, how long he's been running with that one since after what 05?
Right. We're back with Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, and Sami Zayn is beating the stew. He is beating the stew out of Dominic Mysterio, and the referee says, "Get him out of the corner, or you'll be disqualified on
And
5."
also, Rob, speaking of Sarah, do you want her to be on our show eventually?
Oh, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So, Sarah, just pick out a date, whatever you want.
And just
Oh,
And hit us up. And
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff is.
we'll announce a day and time. We'll announce the day and stuff. Our normal time, Thursday, whatever. And
look out! Oh no! Damian Priest just pushed Sami Zayn off the top rope, and now Owens now is going to get thrown out. Oh, Owens is gone. Owens just got thrown out, and everybody on Judgment Day is laughing at Owens. Bye bye,
There it
Owens.
is. There it is. The Kevin Owens freak out.
I mean, he almost had a freak out earlier in the
Uh-oh,
show.
and Damian Priest is gone as well. So Damian Priest is gone. Owen Hart, Owens
You
is
out there?
gone. So both men are gone. And now it's just
And remember, you guys.
Oh,
There's no unsportsmanlike conduct. You just
well,
immediately get kicked out.
right.
And
And
Rhea is
just two
pissed.
count. And this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, on Peacock from Austin, Texas, it's the Great American Bash. It is the Great American Bash this Sunday on Peacock.
You know what completely irritates me about the Great American Bash? It was supposed to be Wesley versus Mustafa Ali for the Empire, and we're not even getting that because they called an unnecessary audible.
1, 2, no. Yeah, Dominic is now the new champion thanks to shenanigans.
And it was supposed to be Wesley versus Mustafa Ali.
Because actually, I wanted. See, for me, if I ever had to predict as I had Mustafa. I can see Mustafa would be the perfect opportunity to pull the trigger on him. Like, let him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. WWE doesn't listen to the fans.
No, they don't. And
it goes back to what Earl said. Vince loves shenanigans, so someone will go pistol whip his ass.
Yep. And
someone go get the Super Troopers.
Right. And Dominic now has Sami Zayn. Is he going to give him a superplex? He's going to try to give him a superplex from the top rope. And nope. Oh, Zayn now headbutts Dominic off the top rope. And look out. Zayn now up to the top. Oh, beautiful drop kick from Dom from the top rope. 1, 2, no. Zayn kicks out at 2. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, a little programming note, we're going to have AEW Dynamite this week. We're going to have AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Then we're going to have the Wrestling Experience. Then we have Friday Night SmackDown. Then we have Elite Talk. And then next Monday, we have the Go Home Show. The Go Home Show for SummerSlam on Monday Night Raw. Get ready for all of that in our cook pot as the road to SummerSlam continues. Oh my gosh. And Don Mysterio drop kicks Sami Zayn in the arm.
And also, you guys, this one podcast will return again on Thursday. So be on the lookout for that one. My buddy, I think he left because he was tired or done with Raw. I don't blame him, though, if that's the case. I don't blame him.
Right. Well, good night, Robert, and we hope to see you again real soon.
Good night. Sorry, Raw.
And look out, Dom Mysterio. Oh, no, he tried to do 619 and he missed. And look out, Blue Thunder Bomb. Bang on budget. 1, 2, no. Dominic kicked out. And, our background changed.
Background change and Rob came back. I thought you were tired and left.
Nah. My computer.
I was not saying I don't completely blame you.
I'm definitely going to get myself a new computer very soon because this Chromebook is getting buggy as hell.
Yeah, Chromebooks are pretty crap.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be on for much longer.
And yet, we were stuck using them shits in high school.
And look out! And Sami Zayn is dragging Dominic back, and he's kicking and Dominic is kicking Mysterio in the head. And look out! Oh, he drop kicked him, and now he's going to give him the 619. Here it comes, and bang on budget right in the head, and that's it. 1, 2, no. Sami Zayn kicks out at 2. Dominic now just want to know how could he put away Sami Zayn? Um, Rhea Ripley now is stalking the ringside area.
Sorry, but I know you to further like differentiate himself from his dad. Stop using his dad's finisher.
Well, yeah,
He
well,
needs a new finisher. I'm
well,
sorry.
well.
Gotta have him doing another
Oh,
finisher. Don't have him use
um,
his dad's finish.
you have to talk to Vince about that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Zayn now opens his hand and he whipped no, and look out, he's gonna do a superplex. No, a three amigos. Here we go, and bang on budget. Here comes the third one, and bang. So now Dominic Mysterio now is gonna channel his Eddie Guerrero, and he's going to do the frog splash from the top rope. And no, his knees were up. His knees were up. Sane has got life. Sane is trying to wheel himself on. He's dragging himself up to the top rope. And look out now. Look out. Exploder in the corner. And he's going to give him the Halua kick. Is he going to give him the Halua kick? He's telling Dom, get up, get up, get up. He's telling, uh-oh, uh-oh. And Rhea Ripley is beating the stew out of, and he's cheating. 2, 3. Yep. Dom Mysterio retains on a distractor finish. Ugh. And Rhea Ripley was beating the stew out of Kevin Owens on the stage. He was distracted. He got the roll up and the tights and everything else. And that's how they won. Again, shenanigans. Again, the shenanigans in the match. What else do you want? Distractor finish shenanigans. That's what we got in the match, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the match ends. Typical Vince McMahon booking. Love the shenanigans.
I'm okay with that. There's a little distraction into a pin. I'm okay with those. But when you have like 5 or 6 people going into the ring, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, that's true.
They just did a little distraction thing. I'm okay with those, but when there's like 5, 6 people going into the ring and like that's too much.
Yeah, you went wrong.
Yeah, but you know something? Some of these finishes in these matches are so predictable. I mean, it's just like, why
And
can't
that's WWE for you. They don't fucking care. Unless you make them money, they don't care.
All they care is to make that money because they're going to make that money, and that's it.
It's sad.
They don't care about pleasing anybody but themselves.
No, that's true, and
because they haven't really cared much of the fans. Was I would say between like the late '90s to early 2000s. If you think about it,
honestly, they've listened to their fans in the 2000s. Hell, they even listened to their fans in the beginning of the PG era. The problem is they have not been listening.
No, they haven't.
The only time they kind of listen is on SmackDown. The Raw, they don't give 2 shits.
No, they don't, because here's the
why
thing.
Do you think that's why I always consider SmackDown and it should be the A show and Raw should be B. Plain and simple.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Raw is the A show. Or no, Raw should be A show, but really it's SmackDown.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. A very backstory that people don't know about this. When the WWE had that pandemic era and they did that Thunderdome thing, people were really souring on it. And they wrote to Vince McMahon. They said, Vince McMahon, please don't.
I remember those days.
Yeah, they told Vince McMahon, don't do that. Don't do that because that will not look good on you. And it would not be a good look because there are some arenas that, I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, there are some arenas that Vince McMahon booked these Thunderdomes and they did not want that in their arena. They did not want to take the expense of black tarp and putting it over seats and sticking these video screens in the seats.
Yeah,
They
don't remind
hated
me.
Yeah,
it.
that's why they had
They,
to settle. That's why they had to settle for Tropicana Field
yeah, because
for
they
as long
just
as they did.
yeah, because the some in the arenas, ladies and gentlemen, while the doors were closed on the arenas while we was dealing with the pandemic, they did not want WWE's trucks and video screens stuck in their seats because this just didn't have a good look to it. I mean, you
I really didn't. But for me, I really didn't care about it. You know, the NBA was doing that same thing with the video screens, and I was okay with that. I was okay with the Thunderdome.
I
The
didn't I
problem
didn't
was,
I didn't have any problems with it. I didn't have any issues with it. The only thing that I had an issue with was just the look and the feel of it. It just didn't feel like
it
live
felt,
audience.
it felt artificial, and that was the only problem that I had with it after a while. After a while, it got old.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like, all
did.
right, whatever in the beginning. All right, this will probably get me through this because I didn't want to hear complete dead silence like they have been doing for like the first 3 4 months in 2020.
Right.
I did not want to hear just dead silence. So any sound, that's fine. But
Yeah,
but after a while, it was like, all right, when are the fans coming back? Because I was getting sick of the Thunderdome. I was getting really sick of it.
seems like everybody
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Everyone started to sour on it because it was just it got overplayed. I mean, it was just too much. And some of the pay-per-views were in the Thunderdome era, and
Like and like WrestleMania was one of them, and
yeah,
it just
it's
like none
Oh
of it
my
felt
god,
right.
that was the weirdest WrestleMania that I ever
well,
saw.
And
well,
That
unfortunately,
WrestleMania
I
had
yeah,
guess
no fans.
well, actually, that WrestleMania had no audience. It had no
Yeah,
video
that was why
screen.
it was the weirdest
It,
WrestleMania ever because it had nobody there except for
yeah,
the camera crew,
it was
the
just dead
commentary
silent.
team. Yeah, it was just dead silence. All you heard was the smack of the ring. Hell, there's been a few times where you heard the wrestlers clear as day calling the moves.
Oh my God.
It was that brutal. That's why I was like, all right, hurry up with this Thunderdome thing. It's probably gonna work better because you won't hear them calling that moves, and it won't look like it's a practice run. That was my only gripe about that era, where that early pandemic era was when they had no fans, they had nothing,
And
just
a
the
lot of
ring.
the right. And a lot of the fans were like, they told Vince at Twitter, why don't you just cancel WrestleMania? Why don't you just pull the plug on it? But you know something, like you both said brilliantly, they want the money. They wanted that
and not just that
revenue.
too. And I think people tend to forget that, like, you have some guys that, I guess you could say started their downfall of their momentum. One guy in particular, I think, who really was hurt from that was Drew McIntyre. I mean,
Yes.
Now, hear me out here. This is the only time that you really need that money to get you by because this was early in the pandemic era. The pandemic
Yeah.
era did not end until a year later. So
Mm.
that year's payroll would have dipped them tremendously. So I did not mind from a business standpoint them keeping on going. I did not care.
No,
All right.
I
And
didn't
plus,
care either. Everybody's got to get fed.
and plus, man,
you got to pay your wrestlers.
we didn't have much. We didn't have much. Sports,
No.
cancer, movies, strictly
Can't-
on streaming, TV shows put on hold because of the pandemic.
Yeah, the entire world changed.
All we really had was wrestling. All we really
Yeah,
had.
and I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. During that era, I had 11 wrestling events to go to that year, and they were all scrubbed. They were all canceled, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Yeah,
had
you kind
one.
of got
I
screwed
had,
three times.
no. The other two times were just meet and greets. But the one time I had tickets to go. I think to that July 8th, the July Dynamite, or no, the June Dynamite, and no, it was the April 20th Dynamite. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It was for my birthday because it was my birthday week. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have a baller birthday week. I'm gonna go to a wrestling show and all this other stuff.
Nope.
Did not happen because of COVID.
COVID pretty much
COVID
said,
hit. COVID hits by March, and by March everything's canceled. Everything's done.
And COVID pretty much gave Tyler a big fuck you, basically.
And then I moved a year later, so the event that I was supposed to go to, I didn't end up going to. I had to, rip up my tickets and be done with it. It was over.
Yeah, I did not rip up any of my tickets. Ticketmaster did email me, ladies and gentlemen, about the Blood and Guts in Newark, and they told me that it was postponed and they will try to make up a new date for it. But Tony Khan never brought the Blood and Guts to Newark. He just brought Dynamite back to Newark. And I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, when the fans were allowed to come back to Newark and we did that Dynamite, that was absolutely historic, and it was euphoria for everyone. And it was so nice to be around fans again, to be in a live arena.
I bet you amount of money. Y'all didn't care that y'all weren't going to see Blood and Guts. You just wanted wrestling back.
I just wanted exactly, Tyler, exactly. We just didn't care about what event it was. We didn't care. As long as there was a ring in the live arena and there was a ramp and the wrestlers were coming out and performing for us, I did not care what it was. I did not care what it was. I waited a very long time, and this was historic for me. So, Tommaso Ciampa is talking to Shinsuke Nakamura. Now,
and I was Zach on this. And Zach actually brought up a good point too. Like, Raw is bad when they had their highlight SmackDown. Like, how bad your show has to be in order to highlight a show that actually, quite honest. I mean, look, last week wasn't great, but it wasn't too terrible last week.
And the thing is,
Reed is on his way down, ladies and gentlemen.
And the thing is with that, Zach, it's every week with Raw. They have to highlight this bloodline shit. They're not even on the same show anymore.
And I'll tell you this much, guys. I'll tell you this much. Bronson Reed is up next, ladies, and he's going to take on Tommaso Ciampa here on Raw.
Oh, Bronson Reed, another guy that's getting fucking misused like a motherfucker.
Oh my god! He should have never left Impact.
No.
Yeah, or New Japan.
Yep.
Oh wow! Look at his nickname, Big Bronson Reed.
Yeah, Big Bronson.
What the hell's that, Vince?
Yeah, that's a way of saying he's big and fat, and he needs the word big in his title. That's how Vince McMahon treats people.
That's the same shit they're doing him that he did with Cleve Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, you're built like a bear.
Yeah, Bearcat Lee. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what a Bearcat is.
I don't know.
But I'll say, not just that too, and thinking of this too, they try to make him wrestle when he actually, I think when he had like heart problem, like a health condition.
Yeah, they did.
And also, he doesn't love big guys. He only loves the big buff ones. He doesn't like the bigger.
He loves the big meaty men with the big meaty sausage. I'll stop now. I'm sorry. I had to go there.
I don't think he had to do the big meaty sausage thing. All right.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Robertisms is brought to you by
every rated R movie in existence. He's brought to you by every rated R movie in existence.
Or much like Sausage Party.
That ending scene in that movie scarred me. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial break with Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, and you are watching the Raw Watch Along. My name is Earl Cole. My name is Earl Cole, and that is Robert, and that is Tyler. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, Raw can kiss my ass too. I'm just saying.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Wrestling and Sports Net on Connection. We're also live on the All-Star Sports Network. We're also live on the Hardcore Sports Network. Subscribe to all the channels. And and
Tyler got kicked out.
Yeah, Tyler will be back, ladies and gentlemen. So we're in commercial, ladies and gentlemen. We're in commercial, and we are waiting for Monday Night Raw to continue. I think Tyler is back.
Yeah, he's backstage now.
Let me just.
If I do that again for the the fourth straight freaking week where I fat fingered the lead button.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. I was trying to look at the comments. Zach, don't add to that. Zach.
Man, who doesn't love
Johnsonville sausage? Are you kidding me, Zach?
Or here's another one to add to that. Who doesn't love a thick, juicy Johnsonville sausage?
Right.
Sorry, I had to go there.
Oh my gosh!
And now we get a commercial from the Meg to the Trench.
Yes.
I thought this was
I thought the first one wasn't a bad movie.
I mean, anything with Jason Statham. The Meg.
The Meg
wasn't that bad. I thought it was a solid movie.
Anything with Jason Statham,
and Dominic Mysterio is backstage right now on Raw, and she's with Rhea Ripley.
I didn't really like the sequel though, but the first movie was really, really good.
Well, the sequel's not coming out till August.
Oh, wait, the sequel's not going to come out. I don't know why I said that. But,
exactly. Oh, that's right. Smoke flavored Johnsonville, thick, juicy, smoke flavored Johnsonville sausage.
That's what I saw.
Yo, my two buddies. One in the comments, one up here is just egging this sausage thing on.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, you two.
Oh, now we get Apollo Creed and Mr. Comedy. That is Akira Tozawa.
And to get
Mr. Jobber that doesn't need to be a jobber. Freaking racist.
I think everybody forgets that Tozawa is still there. Like, he's just there.
Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed challenges Damian Priest tonight for a match. I don't know if that's going to be made official or not, but we'll see.
Hey, shit, I wouldn't mind it.
Big Bronson Reed now is waiting for Tommaso Ciampa.
I wonder if Vince think about that big, thick, juicy sausage.
Well, at least they just made Akira Tozawa a supportive friend, man. That's fine.
I'm okay with that.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, it just shows you, ladies and gentlemen, how
the fact that he returned with that team, bro.
It just shows you, ladies and gentlemen, how Vince McMahon does not respect Japanese wrestlers or people of color of that nature. He makes them look like clowns, and it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
The only one they don't make look like a clown is Shinsuke. That's it.
Shinsuke just like, you got to question, like, what's the And think about this too. Vince is like, if you're like not like a big muscular man, like if you're like as Earl put it, like Bronson Reed or Keith Lee, like they'll tell you that. Like, I think Vince, there were times where Vince, they say you gotta have to drop some weight or you won't get pushed.
Yeah. I told you all this last week on the Raw Watch Along. Vince wants Bronson Reed to lose weight.
But I also kind of like, I honestly kind of get why Vince said that, because what happened with Yokozuna. Like,
I understand that, but the thing is,
come on, don't fat shame a guy.
I mean,
shit. Well, he's lucky he didn't fat shame Gunther at the time, or he was taking fucking shop.
Right.
No, he probably did fat shame Gunther, and Gunther said,
"Does anybody ever?" Sorry, you see the evolution of Gunther from a green-haired chubby boy till IC titles. Like, what the fuck?
That was like before the wrestling business. But when he was in the wrestling business, he was kind of chubby. But I guess Vince told him to lose the weight, and he did. And
I mean, he really did. I mean, that's pretty much about it. Vince
is saying that Bronson.
But that's the thing, though. We didn't have much weight to lose.
Well, Vince is saying that Bronson Reed has no stamina in the ring.
I do get it, because there's been some times where he did look gassed, like halfway through a match. So I kind of do get it.
And plus, too, and they don't want to have another situation like I think Earl. Remember this too. When Andre the Giant was on his last legs, like, he could not get through a match before his unfortunately passing.
No, he couldn't, and he wouldn't take the surgery that would have saved his life.
Yeah, I kind of get it, but these guys have wrestled. But here's the thing: they have this they're tailor made. That you know they've done this in other companies where they didn't have to lose the weight. That's the problem. But I don't know what's going on with Bronson
Oh,
with this. I
bang!
don't know what happened to him with that whole stamina thing. But I don't know. I just hope that you know
Yo,
he's booked back better and
but I don't think so, Tyler. I don't think they're gonna book him any better than what he is now because
of course not. Of course they.
Vince thinks that he needs to lose weight, and until he wants to do it, or he wants to get healthy, then they will book him the way they're gonna book him, and that's the end of it.
And this is why I've always said this is why the WWE will never be the end all and be all for a lot of people.
Right.
Now, if you ask me 10,
Yeah,
15,
this is why when you have these, and this is not just about the weight issue. This is for a lot of these wrestlers who are even smaller. You know, you have guys like Akira Tozawa on your roster. You barely use the guy for
and
one, and also you have
Oh,
remember TM61 in NXT? What happened to them? They went to Japan.
right.
Uh, you have you had you literally
God,
had two guys in AEW right now, one of your hottest tag teams in NXT. They're gone now.
Right.
yeah,
You have
and
you
that's
have
where
all
and here's another thing too that I think why WWE sometimes we give a lot of shit for them. Like if your talent doesn't like if not getting used right and they want the release, give them their fucking releases. Like let them go elsewhere
yeah,
for
you
But
Christ's
still
that's
sakes.
you're still
but that's
basically
the
holding the dyad hostage.
yeah. Well, that is
You're
because
holding them you're
that is
holding them hostage. You're
well
holding a
that
lot of these guys hostage.
oh
Let them go. You know,
I mean,
and that's
yeah,
why
we're going to
and that's why
commercial.
WWE now and that is why WWE now will not be an all be all anymore. It may have
Well,
been like that in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, but it ain't
well,
like that.
I'll give you a prime example, ladies and gentlemen. Mustafa Ali wanted his release from the WWE, and they did not want to give him his release. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because WWE knew that once his non-compete clause would have been up, you knew where he was going, and you knew where he was going to sign to, and they do not want to have any problems. They do not want their wrestlers going to their rivals. So that is why WWE sits on these wrestlers. That is why they don't want them to
and
go in
quite
the
Now,
company.
honestly,
here's the problem with that. You don't. Vince does not know where these wrestlers are going to go. Do you think Zack Ryder went to AEW? Yeah, maybe for like 2 months when he was a rental,
Right.
but he was only a rental. He went to Impact.
and it
So
also works for GCW.
yeah, and GC, yeah, the indie team. But that's I'm talking about like televised stuff.
Oh yeah.
But but then you also have Kurt Hawkins.
Right.
You
And
think
he's
he
been
went to
killing this. Is there?
AEW? You think he went to AEW? Hell no. He went
He
right
went
to
back,
Impact.
and he's been killing. I think from what I've been hearing, he's been killing it ever since.
Oh, he's been red hot.
Eric
There.
Young, he's look at another guy.
Went to Impact, came back to WWE for like a month, wasn't even used, went
Got
back
cut
to Impact just now, recently,
and killed it was Scott D'Amore at Slammiversary.
brought
Like what the
back,
fuck?
brought back Team Canada.
Like,
It brought back that team, bro. And that was hype. But you think Vince thinks a lot of these guys are gonna go to AEW. That's not always the case.
But then,
Some of it is
okay.
like Johnny
Ah,
Wrestling, like
right.
Johnny Wrestling went there.
Bye.
Who else? Ty Mello went there. Yeah, the majority of them went there, but a lot of these other guys they go to other places like Japan.
or they
When they
just
got
go
rid of
right back to
But
the
when they
you
indie
got
see,
rid
scene.
of
but
hold
you,
on,
but
hold
you
on,
see,
let me finish. When they got rid of Bronson Reed the first time, where'd he go? Japan.
And he went to
He didn't
Impact
go to
afterwards.
AEW. So Vince needs to stop being paranoid. And if you're not going to use these people, let them go. If they sign AEW, so be it.
And let them earn work elsewhere. Like, let them get paid elsewhere because
elsewhere. If it doesn't work with AEW, and you see potential in these people, sign them back. And if you decide to use them. If you don't, let them go again.
But then again, this all stems to the point until once Vince dies, which is Vince is still here, he ain't gonna let this shit go until he dies.
And that was really obvious when he weaseled his way back to the company after his fake retirement.
Right.
And that's why sometimes
I feel
like
on Raw, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why, and that's the thing too. If you look at the difference between Triple H and and Vince, Triple H actually will reach out to the former talent like a Sasha Banks. And
it makes me laugh when I see these people be like, "Oh, you don't think Triple H can't write a bad show? Triple H is still writing." No, he's not. No, the hell he is not.
He wrote some good shows for 6 straight months before Vince.
For 6 straight months, WWE was top tier.
Friday we're in New Orleans. The Saturday we are in Fort Myers.
And then there was reports
in Austin.
And then there was reports that Vince was weaseling his way back to the company. There was reports, and guess what? It was barely obvious when shows started to go bad.
Well, I listen. We all knew, and I knew from a mile away that this man was not going to sit at home on a retirement chair and allow Triple H to sit there and be successful at what. And I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of rumblings backstage that these two men cannot get along with each other creatively. They can't even come up with a better ending for their matches. So you know what they're doing now, ladies and gentlemen? They are piecing them together. You put your input in it, I'll put my input in it, and that's where we're going to end the match. So, I mean, that's the way they're working with each other now. They work in separate offices. They are separated when they're in the arena together. They cannot even come in the same building together because Vince McMahon has an ego. His ego is as big as the Empire State, and he does not allow.
When he came back, he started beef with his own daughter.
Yeah, and he pushed the daughter out of the company.
And Vince doesn't even like Triple H himself. Like, I mean, there's been a lot of reports of him, Vince not liking Triple H as his son-in-law. Like, it's kind of like
it's gotten to the point where he ain't even siding with his own thing. There's a civil war going on. There's a civil war going on back. There's a civil war going on backstage between families.
And this is why a lot of times I feel like I think it's someone who actually did something right. It's probably Shane. I think Shane just kind of despite him getting hurt, I think he just stayed out of it.
Bro, Shane's like, I don't want any part of this left.
I wouldn't even want any part of it either, because the thing is that the infighting and all that stuff backstage is suffering the matches. It's
and you have talent coming out and saying something about it. Like,
here's the thing. Here's how I look at this, right? Triple H is running SmackDown. Vince is doing Raw.
Yeah, well, that is obvious. That's
way too obvious.
That's obvious because you can see the difference.
That's the difference. And here's the thing: we get the shit out of the stick because we watch both shows.
Right. And Tommaso Ciampa now whips to the ropes, and Bronson Reed with a clothesline to Ciampa. But Ciampa did not go down. Now the two of them are face to face, and they're beating the stew out of each other. They are beating the stew out of each other. The referee says, "Open your hands." And look, what a headbutt by Bronson Reed. And he's dizzy from the move. And Tommaso Ciampa with a high knee. And look Look out! Look out! Oh no! Tommaso
They
Ciampa
weren't
tried
even
to look out. He
they weren't
tried
even
to.
trying to block with that headbutt.
Oh, what a move by Tommaso Ciampa! One, two, no, no, kick out at two. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you had a good Monday evening, Monday morning, and Monday afternoon. And here comes Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke
Oh,
Nakamura.
Jesus Christ. Another interference?
Yep,
Are you
another
kidding?
interference. Yep, another distractor finish. Here, Tommaso Ciampa now is looking at Shinsuke, and he stopped beating on Bronson Reed. And look,
Why do I subject myself to this with you? Like, why do we subject ourselves to this?
I don't know.
Oh
Tommaso
my God, man.
Tommaso Ciampa now is look out. Oh, Bronson Reed with a shoulder block to Ciampa. He throws Ciampa back in the ring. And because of the distraction, here comes the tsunami. Bang on budget. That's the end. One, two, three. Bronson Reed wins thanks to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Two in a row. Twice in a row with two matches.
Yep.
Distracting finishes.
Yep.
Are you?
Yep.
Listen, I wouldn't be mad at Bronson winning if Shinsuke didn't come out. If they didn't book Shinsuke to come out, I would have been okay with that. But no, you had to have a distracting finish after you just did that in another match.
Yes, well,
Previous.
they figured if you liked it so much the first time, you will like it the second time, and of course, don't forget we still have the third time. Oh, and this happened last Monday night on Raw. Raquel Rodriguez was beating the stew out of Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley kicked her in the leg, and that cost them the tag team titles. And a chop block, and this is how Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville became champions. One, two, three. They became the new tag team champs.
See, I didn't mind that. I've been clamoring for those two to get a push. I've been clamoring.
Well, the people on Twitter did not care for it.
Because they're fickle.
Right.
Like, like, oh, we only want to live to win. Oh, we want to win. Like, shut up. You guys have been clamoring for Chelsea Green to be booked better, for Sonya Deville to be booked better, and when they finally book her better, you get pissed off at that.
Yep.
Like, I was okay with that. I'm like, all right, got Sonya and Chelsea as champions. I'm all right.
And Liv Morgan says that she's gonna stop Rhea Ripley tonight. There's no way I'm backing down, says Liv.
That's a good callback, Liv. Good callback.
Right. And here comes Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. They're talking to. You should be interviewing the new women's tag team champion, Byron. Well, Sonya, just respectfully, I did interview last week, but Liv was a match tonight. And Liv loves a match tonight.
What in the actual hell is Chelsea wearing right now?
I don't know. I have no idea. And Rhea Ripley now is in the picture. Rhea Ripley now is looking at the tag champs in disgust.
Dude, Rhea's like, spare me the bullshit.
I know. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Robert for coming on the stream tonight. And Robert, I hope you have a good work day tomorrow. And good night from all of us here at the Brawl Watch Along. Uh, Liv will take on Rhea Ripley. And that's up next here on Raw. If you didn't hear the announcement, ladies and gentlemen, on August the 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make history on the Wrestling Experience. Tyler and our friend, Sarah, is coming on the Wrestling Experience. I cannot wait for Sarah to come on the Wrestling Experience. It's going to be a lot of fun on August the 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have fun that night. We're going to rewind, ladies and gentlemen, AEW Dynamite. And we're going to predict, we're also going to predict SummerSlam 2023. So don't forget that is happening on August the 3rd. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to send a very big thank you to all of you for the extraordinary numbers for Elite Talk number 8. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And we will return. We will return with Elite Talk number 9, ladies and gentlemen, and that will happen this Saturday afternoon at 4 Eastern, except out in the West Coast, ladies and gentlemen. And then Tyler and I are not done. Oh, no, we're not done with each other. Not after that. No, we're not done with each other, because then we're going to get together Saturday night for AEW's Collision and MJF's Explosion inside the Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. So don't forget, that is all happening this Saturday. This coming Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get Elite Talk at 4, then Collision at 7:50 Eastern Daylight Standard Time. It's going to be a great summer night on a Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen, and we cannot wait, because this man right here, ladies and gentlemen, he's the best in the biz, if you will. If you will. And I just love working with Tyler, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, Raw is in commercial. And we want to thank Robert for joining us. And we want to thank you all for watching.
I think he tapped out.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, okay. Looks like my buddy Zach tapped out too. He's like, "Whoa, turning on the PS5." I feel you. I feel you, man.
Don't worry, guys. We will entertain you.
If we weren't, doing this show, I would have tapped out too. I'd have been like, I'm done. We're all.
Oh my God!
I don't know how we do it week in and week out.
You know how we do it. You know how we do it week in and week out, Tyler. We have each other and we have chemistry, and we entertain the audience, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
that's how we do it.
We have fun with it, but I feel like every episode we beat a dead horse just ranting about it. We gotta have a good show. I mean, we can't.
Somebody owes us a lot of receipt. They owe us a receipt.
The thing is, we've been waiting for a receipt for the past what? Ever since Vince returned?
Yep.
But dude, and you have Rob leaving because he's sick of Raw. Yeah, my buddy turning on his PS5 because he'd rather game than watch Raw. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is, and every time we don't stream, I purposely skip Raw. I will admit that. The days we don't stream Raw, I skip it.
Okay.
Because Raw is that bad. Raw is that bad week in, week out.
Yeah, when we have the day off, ladies and gentlemen, we do turn that off. Here comes Liv Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Liv Morgan is on her way down, and she's going to take on Rhea
Get
Ripley.
more TV privileges.
Mhm. Oh, son. And look
Yo,
out! Oh
I
no!
tell you, I'm watching this on my
Rhea Ripley. Oh, Rhea Ripley just attacked Liv Morgan, and she's beating the stew.
oh,
She's
Jesus
beating the.
Christ.
Oh,
Is this gonna be a no contest? Are you? Oh my God.
yes, we are going to have a no contest, ladies and gentlemen. She is beating the stew. There's no referee. There's no nothing, and she's just. And look out! Oh, she's hurting her arm. She's hurting Raquel's
This
arm,
is all we get. This is all we get. It's just
and
intact and no match.
and now, ladies and gentlemen, she's stalking Liv. There's no referee, and she's got the chair.
Which is a tell that there's not going to be a match.
Oh, what a right! And a headbutt to Liv Morgan.
Well, she's in the ring, so there probably is going to be a match.
No, there is no referee.
Oh no! There's just a little.
Uh-oh, she's got her arm.
Right, where's the logic in that, though?
I have no
Because
idea.
matches usually start once they're in the ring. They're in the
Oh
ring. She attacked.
no! She
No. Oh my God! This had no logic to it.
and the referee's doctors are in the ring, and the referee corps is coming out. And she's crying in pain. Is Liv Morgan?
This had
So-
zero logic. This was supposed to be a match, and usually matches start once they're in the ring. They're in the ring. There's no ref,
No.
and you had a little segment where Rhea breaks Liv's arm.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, man! No logic in this. None.
And she's crying. And look out, she's coming back for more. No, she's taunting. She's taunting Liv. Rhea Ripley now. And that's it. The match has been tossed out. Look out. Uh-oh, she's going to grab her arm again. She's going to do it again. She's going to do it again. Rhea Ripley. Oh, no. She said, suck it to Liv Morgan, and she did it again. The arm, the chair wrapped around her arm. Liv is screaming in pain. She wants it to stop. And Rhea Ripley now. Welcome to the Rhea Ripley show, she says to Liv Morgan. This is my division, says Rhea. So the match has been thrown out, ladies and gentlemen. The match will not happen. Liv Morgan needs medical attention. Liv needs medical attention.
Usually, when you have a match, you have a ref already in the ring.
He was instructed not to be in the ring.
You start the match. The action's in the ring. No ref is present. So why would you announce it as a match? You could have just announced it as a segment, a promo segment into that. That would have been fine. But no, logic gets thrown out the damn window.
Right.
I would have been fine with that if it started with a promo, like a little promo battle in the ring, and then that happened. I would have been okay with that. But no, you announced as a match. There's no ref present.
Right.
The action usually starts when in the ring. They go into the ring, no match starts, and then that happens.
Yep.
No damn logic.
You know that, I know that, but I don't think Vince knows that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I
This is
digress.
the female old guy. Of course he doesn't know that.
He's an old fart bag, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was awful.
No, horrendous. And it makes us look dumb even watching it. I lost brain cells watching that.
No, well,
She's in there Or me sitting there like, isn't this a match? Isn't there supposed to be a ref? Why is the
Well,
match not starting when they're in the ring?
well, you gotta understand something, Tyler. That's why refs wear earpieces. They have the person on Gorilla saying, "Don't get in the ring. This is just a beatdown, and that's the end of it. We're gonna throw the
And he's
match out."
stupid. The ref probably lost brains. So it's like, dude, you booked this as a match. Have me go out there, and then I just throw up the X because the match is thrown out. That would have been okay. But zero damn logic. Zero. You made everybody involved look stupid.
No.
The fans, the ref that came out, and live in Rhea. You made everyone look stupid.
Yep. Yes.
And I feel stupid having watched that. Yeah, I should have used the bathroom when that happened, but dude. Like, look at our faces. We have just disappointment. Disappointment. Anger.
I'm frustrated with this booking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at my wit's end with this booking because this doesn't make any sense. Again, you had Rhea Ripley. It's just like what they did with Natalia. Again, you had her come out. You
But
beat the stew.
at least that made a lick of sense though, because he already had a ref in the ring, and the action never went into the ring.
Yeah, but I mean, I was talking about the first time, not the second time. The
I
first
mean,
time.
the first time it was just for sure squash. It was still
Yeah,
match.
well,
I'm talking about in line with the second time.
oh
The
yeah, yeah,
second time
yeah.
he down and never hit the ring.
Yeah,
So,
okay. You're right
but
about that.
with this one though, it was booked to be a match. You saw it
Right.
advertised as a match. So the ref should have been out there already. All right, ref, go out there. That would have been like, all right, that's logical. And then once it hits the ring the bell. The problem is there's no ref, and it was just a segment. When you booked it as a match,
The match never started. The match never got started.
what match? There was no ref.
This was a
And
brutality
even you even
to
heard
the
you
upteenth
just even
level.
heard Corey said it. It was a scheduled match. Where's the ref?
None
Why
to
was it
be
when
had.
they entered the ring? Why wasn't the bell rung?
Yeah, he was in a meeting with production. That's what happened.
No, he was told don't even show up to the thing because it's a segment. I lied. You made a liar out of everyone, Vince. You booked it as a
You
match,
can't
but yet
move the
it ended up
arm,
being a
Liv said.
segment. Oh my!
Liv said she can't move her arm. Oh my god. She can't move it. She said she can't move it. Oh boy. This is not good. So look
I
like
will
Liv
say this.
Morgan.
I will say this. There's a positive. Liv can sell her asshole.
Well, yeah. I mean,
She can sell her asshole for that.
well,
But
well, then she should teach Charlotte Flair that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I digress.
but seriously, it would have been good if it was just a promo segment. You didn't need a ref there. That would have been fine. It would have been the ring. There would have been some logic to it. But you book it as a match. The ref ain't even out there. You put it into the ring. Go
And
ahead
it gets
wrong.
tossed out. And the match gets tossed out.
And then it was tossed out for no. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell was the point?
Right. You're right.
You made everyone look stupid.
And do you think Vince cares about that? No.
No, all he cares about is the money.
Right.
All he cares about.
Right.
And I hate that I cave in every time watching this shit. Every time.
Okay, so Alpha Academy's cutting a promo backstage on the Viking Raiders. Why is this happening? This feud is so stupid.
Not really because this feud is getting over.
All right.
It's actually getting over. So I get why this is happening.
Okay. So next week we're gonna have a match. And here comes Ricochet, ladies and gentlemen. He's ready to confront Mr. Logan Paul right here, right now on Monday Night Raw.
I just hope the rest of the show doesn't kill my brain cells. Oh wait, that's right. We're having yet another face to face. I'm done. I'm done, man. Oh my god, dude.
Um. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Ricochet is in the ring, and he's ready to confront Mr. Logan Paul.
For the second time in 2 weeks.
Right. And he has the mic, and let's see what Ricochet has to say. Logan. Where you at, homeboy? Where you at? I know that you're here. Why don't you come out here and show your face? No? Look. Where you at, Logan? I know you're not back there hanging out. There's a lot of guys in the lock that said that you don't belong here. We're here in Tampa, Florida. There's people here in Tampa, Florida that says that you don't belong here. This man is standing in the middle of this ring. You don't belong here. You said that because you're not good. I think you have. Some will say special. Some. And I'm Ricochet. I'm special. It's Logan. It's not because of your ability. Simply put, you are an arrogant little prick. You are a prick, and you know it. I've given my life to this business. You will never understand that, Will. You will never will. Show up what you want. I'm here to say one thing. To challenge you. I'm here to challenge you for a match at SummerSlam. You're running around talking about that. Oh, and Logan Paul from behind. Logan Paul from behind.
Oh!
I accept your match for a challenge at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's right, Tampa. I'm gonna show the world why I'm the best at SummerSlam. I'll smile for you, bitches. Smile. You look
I
like
guess
you all
that
are
video. I
stupid.
guess that video is going on this TikTok.
Oh, Logan Paul just got super kicked by Ricochet. Oh,
Oh,
shooting
super kick!
star, shooting star press, and now
Oh, that was nice. He just hit a standing shoot. Damn, Ricochet. See,
well,
this is exactly why I'm so high on Ricochet. Is that shit right there?
yes.
He can do cool shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ricochet can do cool shit.
And he's shooting star press right on top. So this match is official, ladies and gentlemen, at SummerSlam. This
See
match is
now this kind of man, okay, that was not a bad segment.
that was not a bad segment. No,
That was pretty good. I will give him that. That was a pretty good segment. Short, short, sweet, straight to the point. Awesome. You know, Logan doing heel things, and
and
then you have uh, Ricochet doing that shooting star press, which was impressive.
right. Okay, so Shayna Baszler being interviewed backstage. I'm tired of it, says Shayna. At SummerSlam,
Oh,
UFC
you wasn't
match.
there. We're sticking around too. Whip her ass.
So we're gonna get a UFC fight rules at SummerSlam with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes Damian Priest. Damian Priest, Mr. Money in the Bank, is heading to Monday Night Raw.
Man, when he cashes in and wins that damn title, it's gonna be money.
Yep. I just
It's gonna
don't.
be
I just
dollar
want him to.
signs, man.
Yeah, I just want him to cash at the right time, at the
Yep.
right moment, and the stars are aligned. Don't
Yep.
do anything stupid with that briefcase. Don't book it stupidly.
Yep.
That's all I want. That's all I want. Uh,
You cash in at the right time, have him win that title, it's gonna be money. He's gonna be a money champion.
right.
Watch those merch sales go skyrocket after that.
Exactly. Paulo Cruz will take on Damian Priest next here on Raw. If you will. We're going to commercial now, if you
Well, we all know who's gonna lose. Shit.
will. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Raw Watch Along here on the Wrestling and Sport Connection. And of course, the Hardcore Sports Network and All Star Sports Network and all networks in between. And hit that like button. Hit that like button on all our channels. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching Raw tonight. We hope that you had a great Monday morning, Monday evening, and Monday afternoon from all of us here at the Hardcore Sports Network. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets go on sale August the 18th. August the 18th, WrestleMania 40 tickets go on sale through Ticketmaster.com. So
Um, guys, don't use Ticketmaster. Don't use that.
if you
Um,
want, if
you
you
you go to the Lincoln Financial Field website. They have them there on August 18th. Don't use Ticketmaster because they'll scalp you. They will try to scalp you. Tickets are already expensive enough as it is. Don't use tickets.
right, so
You and SeatGeek doesn't even have them. So don't even try SeatGeek. Um, use the Lincoln Financial Field website. They have them there. As soon as they open on August 18th, get your tickets. They're not cheap, so fork as much money as you can to get those tickets. If you have the money. If you don't have the money, Peacock's always available.
right, so ladies and gentlemen, Ticketmaster.com is the only way you're going to get
No,
WrestleMania 40 tickets.
no. Ticketmaster isn't the only way. And again, I just said it, man. Don't use Ticketmaster.
Right, exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can use Lincoln Financial Field box website. You can
Yeah,
also use
they'll have their box office open on their site. They have the tickets, the price. They won't scalp you. They will not scalp you.
yeah,
I we like there's been a few times where you can get like you know people get Eagles tickets and they don't get scalped. You know,
yeah. So use the
so
Lincoln Financial
use the
Field.
Lincoln Financial Field website to get those tickets. Um, like I said, they're not cheap. So fork over as much money as you can. You know, work hard at your job to get that money. You know, and just work hard. Work hard to get that money. You know, if you got enough to get a ticket, and enjoy WrestleMania.
Yeah. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, August the 18th, WrestleMania 40 goes on sale. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night's main event, the house
Oh.
show, returns to the Nassau Coliseum on my birthday on September the 9th, ladies and gentlemen. On September the
Man, no,
9th.
dude, smack a frog, banned. You're banned.
Uh oh. What?
WWE, he's a WWE show,
Oh,
banned.
okay. Bye bye. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, I'll say it again. When you come on these streams, like, oh, Tyler is gone. Um, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial.
If I do that one more time, I'm going to flip. I'm going to flip. But
So, ladies and gentlemen,
no, you didn't ban him. You didn't ban him.
Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild is the official theme song of SummerSlam.
Dude, you didn't ban him, by the way.
Who?
Smack a frog in the comments.
Smash a Frog.
Smack a frog, yeah. Because he wants to. Here's the thing. You want to know why we complain? Do you want to know why we complain? Week in and week out. Because week in and week out, it's been terrible.
Right.
Mr. Oh, I'm a WWE head, so nothing is wrong. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna pop his stupid bald head. And he was referring to Ricochet at SummerSlam. Damian Priest now is waiting on his opponent. And here comes Apollo Crews, ladies and gentlemen, on Monday Night Raw.
Here it comes. Here it comes. He's going to lose this match.
Let me ask you something, Tyler. 5 or less?
Huh? 5 or less? 5 minutes or less?
5 minutes or less. Mm.
This will be a competitive match. I don't really think it's gonna be a like bang bang done.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right.
gonna be competitive. I just see Apollo Crews not winning the match.
Oh, okay.
It will be
Ladies and
competitive.
gentlemen.
It will be a good match, but it's just I just don't see Apollo winning.
Um. Okay. So. Oh, Priest and Apollo Crews now is fighting back with Priest, and Priest with a knee to the gut, and he whips Apollo Crews. No, he missed. No, he missed. And Apollo Crews slids under his legs, and look out, look out. No, Priest rolls up, and look at leapfrog, leapfrog, drop kick by Crews, and he goes to the
And
ropes.
let me lay down some ground rules here, guys.
Oh,
Don't be camp. Don't be Team WWE, Team AEW here. We do not play that. You
oh
know,
no, don't do that,
we're
guys.
wrestling fans in general. You know,
Right.
does AEW have faults? Yes. Does
And do
WWE have
we
faults? Yes.
and do we bring them out to the table? Yes, we do.
We do. So
When
so
we
don't be saying that we're AEW marks or we're WWE marks. We're not.
right, we're just
We are
expressing
wrestling.
our
We are
opinions.
professional wrestling. We are professional wrestling fans.
Right.
We do not tolerate bad shows.
Nope.
That's the same thing with any show.
Oh, what a right
You
hand
know,
by Damian Priest.
you want to watch a TV show to be entertained.
Right.
You don't want to watch a TV show not be entertained or walk out of the room because you're not entertained by it.
Right.
That's the
We
point that we're trying to make
right.
by that band, by banning that comment.
Oh,
We're not just being assholes. We're not being, you know,
one, two, no.
we're not being mean. We're just telling you, don't be like that or you're gonna get banned.
Right. And I'm gonna just say this, ladies and gentlemen. I've said this on many streams. I've said this over and over and over and over again. And this is the last time I'm going to say it on this stream. This is the final time I'm going to say it. Fans make wrestling. And when we make wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, we have every right to make our opinion.
And
We have every
that boy Taquito, we always acknowledge you.
Yeah, we acknowledge you, Taquito.
By the way,
Well,
but
right.
yeah, that's
Oh,
that,
what a
that's
clothesline.
that's the thing we do not tolerate here is the fact that we have these people dissing us for hating a show. I don't go into if you're watching a show that I don't like, I don't go, oh, this show sucks. Why do
Right.
you watch it?
No,
If
that's
you
it. One, two, three. Priest wins.
Well, maybe it was 5 minutes or less. All right, that pissed me off.
Yep. And
So
that
you
was
go, so you book Apollo Crews before his NXT run. You book him as an IC champion. He has a pretty good gimmick. He gets called down to NXT. He has a pretty good run there. He comes up and he's dropping out to Damian Priest.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad if this was more than 5 minutes. Damian Priest to win. I wouldn't have cared. But you had him drop out. This is the type of crap that we're talking about with Monday Night Raw. This is why we complain constantly. This is a constant basis every Monday.
Well, I just what I try to tell you all. I try to tell you all. And Becky Lynch is backstage. The man has come around to Tampa.
Of course, we get Goofy Becky back. She just messed with a skeleton head.
Right.
That was funny. We get Goofy Becky. I miss Goofy Becky. She was funny.
And here comes Gunther. Gunther is ready for his face-to-face here on Raw.
Gunta.
The ring general. Yes.
See, this is one of the
Prove it, Kaiser.
bright spots of WWE is Gunther.
Huh? Gunther is coming down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me ask you something, Tyler. If they gave you 50 grand to take Gunther's chop,
I would like to keep my chest cavity, thank you. No.
I'll give you 50 grand if you sell it well.
You are no amount of money would make me want to take that. I don't care. Keep the money. You keep that damn money. I'm not taking that.
Well, then we won't promote you anywhere else then.
You think I care? I'd rather keep my chest cavity. That man has some oomph behind those chops. I ain't taking that.
I know. We're talking about the Cody Rhodes documentary.
Oh, I'm going to be watching that when it comes out.
And that was coming on Peacock.
Yep. I will be checking that out for sure when that drops. And yes, they will be announcing his indie run. And yes, AEW will be featured on this documentary. Even though it's a WWE documentary.
Next Monday, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. And I'm glad that Tony Khan signed up on it because I think that's fabulous. Because you can't overgloss his brief tenure in AEW.
You can't gloss over that. You know, that's part of his career. You've got to. That's that, and this is becoming Cody Rhodes. This is basically how he became the American Nightmare. The American Nightmare gimmick started in Ring of Honor. It got bigger in AEW.
Right.
And now here we are in WWE, and that's the most over gimmick in the company right now. One of the most over gimmicks, apart from LA Knight.
Right.
So you got to feature that. You have to.
Right. No, you're right, Tyler. Absolutely right. I agree with your assessment. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you can't overgloss the brief tenure that he had within AEW. Excuse me. The documentary should be great, and I can't wait to watch it myself.
When that drops, I'm definitely watching that.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be glued to watch that. Definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial, and we are waiting for Monday Night Raw to commence and continue.
How many more hours do we got? Ugh.
Well, it's 10:18, Tyler. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
It's always a slow crawl.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, we're going to return to the streams, ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. I will be back with the Wrestling Experience. It's Real to Me podcast will return Thursday night. I'm going to share the love and the pie with Tyler and Robert. And we hope that they have some good pie.
Yo, this is some yummy pie. What is this, chocolate? What is this?
Yeah.
I think this is lemon meringue. I didn't get that. Okay.
Yeah, it's lemon meringue, just for you, just for the both of you.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna share that lemon meringue pie, ladies and gentlemen, and we're we're both going to be doing our thing, ladies and gentlemen, on Thursday night. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we move over to Friday night SmackDown on Friday night. Then we move over to Elite Talk on Saturday. And then Saturday night, we're coming back with Collision. So it's just a lot happening in this cook pot, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, we're going to have fun. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, in the month of August, we've got SummerSlam. We've got Elite Talk number 10, a very special show. And we're going to have a very special wrestling experience. And, ladies and gentlemen, we have so much more for you in the month of August. And we also have All in the month of August. So there's a lot happening in this, a lot of things happening. Valhalla now is talking with the Viking Raiders. So Valhalla next week will be in a match, and Jack
Man,
says
this
I
game
want
has so much potential.
right.
I can see the potential in the Viking Raiders and Valhalla. I can see it. They need better booking.
Right. And here comes Drew McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen.
Now with Imperium, they're a lost cause, so I don't really care.
Oh yeah. Imperium, ladies and gentlemen, is buried.
Yeah,
And then
the other two, Ludwig and Giovanni, yeah, no, they're done. The only one that's
right.
getting a push is Gunther.
Yep.
But this match at SummerSlam is going to be money.
Oh yes, Drew McIntyre.
Between Drew and Gunther, that's gonna be money. Sign me up.
Now here's the question. Here's the question. Are we going to have a brand new intercontinental champion at SummerSlam?
I think we're gonna keep the train rolling on this train a little
Yep.
bit.
Yep.
We're gonna keep that train rolling.
Yep. I think that's the travel that they're gonna go on.
I hope.
But it
I
will
hope
be.
so because I like the rain. Keep it going a little bit.
Yeah. On the Intercontinental title, he wants it right now on Raw.
Oh dang!
Did
He
I
wants to do it
stutter?
now.
Yes. You want me to defend it in front of these degenerates? It's unacceptable.
I don't know how that started, but when the hell did Gunther start dissing the crowd? He's never done that before.
No, I've never done that before. No.
I know he's always been a heel, but he's never dissed the crowd.
Exactly.
I guess they told him to start doing it because he wasn't getting enough heel heat.
Right.
That's actually pretty smart. Start dissing the crowd. You're not getting a lot of heel heat.
If you want to write on my, if you want to write on my Kotex at SummerSlam. So he challenges Drew at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title. He said it was grueling for over 10 minutes. Yes, that triple threat match, that was a banger.
Bro,
And
that
you
match
should
was
have
top tier. Everybody was chopping each other. That was
right.
like, jeez. Sheamus hurt. Sheamus was busted up, bleeding on his chest, and it was crazy, that match.
So it's official.
I love that one time. That one time the bag made me laugh so hard.
I know.
Honky Tonk Man who?
Right. And now Ludwig Kaiser is talking.
Tom's gonna tell me it's gonna be one move down. I actually like you. It's like watching paint dry half the time.
He said,
Damn.
I'm not gonna stand here and make you disrespect Imperium. How about you and I fight right now? I'm dressed to go. I think we need a referee. So this is official. Ludwig Kaiser will take on Drew McIntyre right here, right now.
Big Kaiser, you're gonna take the job again.
Yep.
Do the job again.
But the match is official, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre will take on Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, premier live event, the Great American Bash, this weekend on Peacock.
Oh my god. We already know what's gonna happen in this next match. We already know.
Right.
Ludwig is gonna do the job for Drew.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial and we're waiting for Raw to return.
Alright, while we're in commercial, I'll be right back.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Raw Watch Along. My name is Earl Cole. That is Tyler, and Robert is going to bed. He's got work tomorrow. So we hope that thanks Robert for all your insight, your input, your thoughts on tonight's show. Thank you for coming on the streams. We greatly appreciate it. We hope you have a great Tuesday, and we'll be all back together again real soon. Raw is in commercial, ladies and gentlemen, and we're waiting for Raw to come back. And you are watching Monday Night Raw Watch Along. My name is Earl Cole. That's Tyler. Robert was here earlier. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Wrestling and Sports Connection. And of course, we are live on the Hardcore Sports Network. And we are live on the All Star Sports Network. So subscribe to our channels. We greatly appreciate it. And hit that like button and turn on that notifications bell because you just never know when we pop up on YouTube. Whenever we pop up here, ladies and gentlemen, we'll guarantee you a good time, if you will. So we're in commercial for Raw, and yeah. So we are ready for Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for so much for watching. Hi there. Are you into? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a troll in the chat. So we have to get rid of the troll, ladies and gentlemen. And SummerSlam is presented by Rocket Mortgage and C4 Energy. Ludwig Kaiser and Drew McIntyre are up next here on Monday Night Raw. Collar will tie up. And let's see what happens here. McIntyre forces Ludwig Kaiser back to the rope, and they have a clean break. Collar will tie up. Oh, and he backs Kaiser back in the corner. And look out. And look out. McIntyre now. Oh, double thrust to the throat. Oh, a kick to the gut. Oh, and a side headlock down from Ludwig Kaiser. And look out now, he's chopping. And look at, oh, what a stop. Oh, and now a side headlock, and he whips Kaiser to the rope. No, he missed. Oh, what a shoulder block to Kaiser. Look out, and he's going to slam him. Bang on budget, he slams him. And clothesline Kaiser over the top rope. Look out. Oh, what a chop. And look out. Oh, right into the ring post. Oh, what a chop. And look out, he throws. And Corey Graves now is imitating Ludwig Kaiser on microphone. Look at this. Oh, what a chop. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, what a chop by McIntyre. I think at SummerSlam later we're gonna have a chop fest. Yeah. It's gonna be Chopper Mania SummerSlam style. And look out. Oh, another chop. He just told Kaiser, you're not the only one that can do, and Da Vinci now is on the rope. And oh, insecurity by Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, McIntyre's head smacking the ring post. Kaiser now has McIntyre. What's he going to do with him? No. McIntyre, no. He scrapes the eyes of McIntyre. And oh, McIntyre shoulder first into the ring post. Look out. Drop kick. Right to the heart of McIntyre. McIntyre's on the floor. And we are in commercial, ladies and gentlemen. And you are watching Monday Night Raw.
You know it's bad when I'm just scrolling through social media right now. You know it's bad. Like I know what's gonna happen in this match. I know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Ludwig Kaiser is gonna do the job.
Right.
It's always the case with him.
Right. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Monday Night Raw. My name is Earl Cole. That is Tyler. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Wrestling and Sports Connection. We're also on All Star Sports Network. We're also on the Hardcore Sports Network. We want to thank you all for watching, and we want to thank you deeply. Please subscribe to my channel, the Wrestling and Sports Connection, and the All Star Sports Network. Subscribe to all those channels, ladies and gentlemen, and hit that like button. Hit the like button, and make sure that you turn on that notifications bell, because when we pop up on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a good time here with all of us in these streams. We laugh, we cry, we love, and we relive, ladies and gentlemen, all at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, if you will.
Well,
If
we've
you
been doing
will.
a lot of crying tonight. We're all.
Oh man. Man, it's too bad we weren't sitting in some pond, ladies and gentlemen, doing some fishing and having some beer, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway,
Man,
ladies and gentlemen.
I'd rather do that.
Ladies
Go
and
ahead and
gentlemen.
grab the cold one. I don't want to sit here anymore and watch Raw. Damn.
Tyler, how do you like your fish? Extra crispy or just a little bit underdone?
And give
If you
it
would.
extra crispy. Put some tartar sauce on the side. Hell yeah.
Uh,
Squeeze some lemon
uh,
on the top of that sucker too. Ooh.
oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you will. If you
And
will,
yet,
ladies and gentlemen.
every single time we're streaming together, it always dissolves the food.
And I don't mean it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mean it if I would. I'll just bring it out once in a while, ladies and gentlemen, if you will. Oh my gosh. I'm just, it just happens, ladies and gentlemen. It just happens. It just happens. First, we talked about key lime pie, and then now we're talking about fish, ladies and gentlemen. It happens.
No. That wasn't key lime. That was lemon meringue.
Oh, lemon meringue. Excuse me. Oh, what a chop. Oh, good night, nurse. Drew McIntyre versus Ludwig Kaiser, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. McIntyre now. Uh-oh. Bang! Ooh, he's twitching, he's shaking, he's selling it well. He sold the move well, Ludwig Kaiser did. Yes, he did, ladies and gentlemen. He sold it well.
Sooner or later, you got to have Gunther turn on these guys. Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, because Imperium is no good anymore, ladies and gentlemen. They just... Oh, what a throw by McIntyre. And look out. Oh, look out. Another throw. Oh, he's just throwing him around like a rag doll. Oh, just like the Aerosmith song, ladies and gentlemen. If you know,
Man,
if you
yeah,
know.
that's exactly my that's exactly why, dude. I'm like on my phone half the time with Raw because it gets boring
And
and
look
a lot
out.
of crap happens.
Oh,
Zach
Glasgow
told me,
kick.
yeah, Zach in the comments like, Raw is long and boring when somebody's on their phone. Exactly.
Right. And look out now. We're ready for bro kick. No. And look out. 1, 2, no. Oh, what a kick to the face. One, two, no.
I got excited for a 2 count. I looked at the TV and I was like, whatever. I got excited for a 2 count.
Right. Oh, uppercut. Ooh, insecurity.
Oh, there it is. We've been
Oh,
deprived for like an hour, 2 hours from that. Now you finally get the
one,
first one.
two, three. McIntyre wins. Mm.
Here's the thing: we have a drinking game for that, and no one had to drink for 2 hours until now.
Right. And now the Imperium is beating the stew out of McIntyre. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Gunther is in the ring, and he has beaten the stew out of McIntyre. And here comes Riddle. Riddle is in the ring, and Riddle now is being destroyed. Oh, what a high knee! Oh, Gunther! Gunther now, look out! He's gonna powerbomb him. Bang! He leaves Riddle in the ring. And now Riddle, now he goes out and oh, he kicks McIntyre down.
Yeah, let's make the rest of Imperium look like complete idiots, and then Gunther just dominates.
Right.
He doesn't need Imperium anymore. Turn on him.
And look out. And look how Gunther now is cleaning off the Raw announce table. Gunther now is going to powerbomb him right through the table. No. McIntyre reverses it. And oh, it looks like Gunther's going to go through the table. And look out. Bang! Right through the table. Gunther goes through the table. And McIntyre is pissed. McIntyre is holding the Intercontinental Champion, and he throws the chair away. And Gunther's holding the back of his head. McIntyre's holding up the title. Could this be the scene at SummerSlam? And look how bang right on the table. All right. McIntyre looks down at his handiwork. Jackie Redmond is backstage now. Who is she going to interview? Ronda Rousey. Here comes one.
She doesn't want a match with you at SummerSlam. She wants a fight. What's your response to that? Right? Shayna can't challenge me to any fight.
Sheena can't challenge me to any fight.
Anytime I fight, she fights. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. So it looks like it's going to be a UFC fight between Ronda and Shayna. So, yes, he is. And here comes Judgment Day, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready for the Raw main event, ladies and gentlemen. The contract signing for the championship at SummerSlam. Finn Balor is coming down to sign the contract.
The one thing I do like about Raw tonight is that every single member of Judgment Day is involved with something on the show.
Right.
That's the one thing that I like from tonight's Raw. That every single member of Judgment Day is involved with something.
Right. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Raw main event, the contract signing segment that will close Monday Night Raw.
And you know how contract signings get, y'all. There's never been a clean contract signing. They always evolve into a brawl.
Yes, shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen.
Not really shenanigans. It's just brawl.
Yeah, it's just a brawl. You're right. Wrong words, ladies and gentlemen. And this Uh, respect is harder. United States Championship International Finals. So SmackDown looks like going to be a very interesting show this Friday night. And Austin Theory, we're going to see who's going to take on Austin Theory at SummerSlam when SmackDown comes to New Orleans, Louisiana. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been to New Orleans, I suggest you do it. I've done it. I've done it once. I've done it once, ladies and gentlemen, and I had a great time in New Orleans. It's a fun city, ladies and gentlemen. If you like to have fun, well, then you would love New Orleans,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
let me tell you all something. I never even been to New Orleans, and I know for a fact New Orleans knows how to party.
Oh,
They know how to
yes.
party down there.
Especially Bourbon Street, ladies and gentlemen. It
Yeah,
is a
go down to Bourbon
humid.
Street during Mardi Gras. Oh boy, that's a
It's
party.
I'll tell you this much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a disco ball of fun, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, when you walk down the street, people say hello to you, and they don't even know you. They don't even know you from Adam, but they're willing to say good morning to you, hello. I was really taken back by that when I walked out of the hotel and somebody just walked right by me and they said, "Oh, good morning, sir. How are you today?" And I was just I was just taken back by that. I was like, "Wow." And
That's me with certain places up here, man. Like you go to certain places here. It's like, hey, Howard. Like, whoa, okay, you're nice. You know,
right. And
and Marty and down in New Orleans, it's from your experience, it's the same way. It's a hospitable place to be in. Like, oh, hey, how are you? Oh, okay, you're nice.
right, exactly. And I had a good time in New Orleans. I went for Jazz Fest, ladies and gentlemen, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I got to eat some good food from New Orleans, and the bourbon bread pudding was absolutely delicious. I had some of that, ladies and gentlemen. That was really good. I got to eat gator tail, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time. I never had gator tail. That was a little tough. That was a little tough. Uh,
Gator meat's like gamey, like very gamey.
yeah. It's tough, ladies and gentlemen. The tail part of the gator that was a little tough. And then we moved on to Dewey's Diner, which is no longer there. But Dewey's Diner, they gave you this thing called the New Orleans
Nah, he
breakfast.
was trying. No, Damon, he was trying to mimic Ludwig the entire
Right.
time.
Yeah, he was trying to right. Um,
But
but
it did sound a little bit like Donald Trump, but it was
yeah, it
Ludwig.
did.
But anyway,
Uh,
yeah, like New Orleans is like a very very cool city to be in.
yeah.
Um,
It's fun. It's fun, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of fun. And, I think it's something that if you want to scratch off your bucket list, I think you should do it once and experience it like
and
I did.
I urge you, y'all. I never been personally, but go down during Mardi Gras because that's usually a lot of fun
Right.
for a lot of people.
So next week on Raw, ladies and gentlemen, Brock Lesnar returns. Brock Lesnar returns to the go home show. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to return to the go home show next Monday night on Raw. And let's see here. Looks like Logan Paul will be on the go home show next week as well. Um, yep, Logan Paul returns next week on Raw to the go home show. Let's see what else we're gonna get on Raw next. Oh, so that's it so far. So ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam is upon us. It's almost here in Detroit, Michigan, and Seth freaking Rollins will take on Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that contract signing is right now here on Raw main event. Dom is in the ring, and let's see what he's gonna. And Finn Balor's in the ring. Excuse me, not Dom. Finn Balor. My bad. And let's see. Is he going to sign it?
Man, for as long as you've been standing there, you could have already had that song.
What would you say, Tyler?
I said, for as long as he's been standing there, he could have already had that crap song.
I know. Everybody is singing Seth freaking Rollins and they want Rollins to come out. Adam Pierce was supposed to do the overseeing of the contract, but he's unavailable. So this like it's just gonna be Balor and Rollins in the ring. So you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna beat the stew out of each other. Sign the contract. We can make this official. And here comes Rollins, ladies and gentlemen. Seth freaking Rollins is on his way down to the ring. Crowd is singing Seth's song.
So since there's no official, we can expect some chaos.
Right. And I can't believe Seth is wearing a normal outfit tonight. Normal.
Oh, wow. He actually is wearing a normal outfit. It's just a white suit.
Yeah.
What is that, silk too, though? Looks like a silk suit.
Looks like a silk suit, or is it satin?
I don't know. It looks silk to me.
It looks. Yeah. I don't like the back part of the jacket, but that's okay.
I didn't see the back part. I gotta see the back part.
You gotta see the back part.
Oh, that's an eyesore. That is an eyesore. I just saw the bow.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't as normal as we thought.
No, I was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take that back.
We're wrong.
We were wrong. We were wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And we do sometimes have off nights. Rollins now has the pen, and he's going to sign the deal.
He's just dancing, having the time of his life.
And,
he dancing while he's signing.
And he puts the pen in his tongue, and he signs it. And he pushes it over to Balor. So all you, baby. And Seth now puts his feet on the desk, and he's got white shoes on.
Oh, that's not white. That the suit. It looks green.
Oh,
like a greenish color. No. Like a light green.
Well, looky here, Tampa, says Seth. Finally figured out what we all know at this time. You have zero chance as the champion. You have zero chance, he said. I'm going to beat your ass and then we move on out of there and I go on to something else. Miracles happens every day. Because your boy, Damian Priest, is going to cash his Money in the Bank contract in on you right there.
Wow, it's going to be even shorter than the Universal title reign. Wow. Oh, is this foreshadowing?
I think so.
Oh, this could be foreshadowing. But then again, I would be pissed about that because I won't finna have a long reign with the belt. But if it's foreshadowing,
He said SummerSlam will be the end of the Judgment Day if you win the title.
I guess this is foreshadowing because they've been teasing the end of that group.
Mm. But you don't. Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw now. And you also said, Damian Priest now. Damian Priest is on his way, and here comes Dominic Mysterio, and here comes Rhea Ripley. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh shit! Here comes the rest of Judgment Day.
And you were right. You were right, Tyler. Good call by you. This ain't gonna end well. It's an itch. It's an itch that you can't scratch. Like a 7-year itch. But at SummerSlam, I'm gonna make you my 7-year bitch. Oh snap! Oh snap! Rollins now, and he's beating us too. And here comes Dom Mysterio.
I'm gonna make you my 7-year bitch.
And look at Priest now. Priest now.
I knew it.
Catch?
These contract signings they always end in chaos.
And here comes Sami Zayn now.
They're teasing it.
Look,
Sammy.
And Rhea Ripley's got this chair. And look out. And now they're beating the stew. They are beating the stew out of Sami Zayn. Judgment Day is just throwing the furniture around. And look out, south of heaven, right on Seth. Well, I mean, right on Zayn. And now the Judgment Day is sicking their on Zayn. And what is this? They're burying him in furniture. Valor now is taking off his jacket. Rollins is taking off his jacket. Rollins now. Look out. And look out. Judgment Day is beating the stew. They are beating the stew out of Rollins. Ripping his shirt off. And look out. Look out. They're going to powerbomb Seth. And look out. No. Oh. Dom now is going to the top rope and he's going to frog splash Seth. And look out. And he's going to give him the coup de grace. And that's how Raw goes off the air.
I'm not mad at that.
No,
I'm not mad at that ending at all.
no.
Got a good tease from Damian Priest on the Money in the Bank contract.
See, this is the way you're supposed to do it. This is the way you're supposed to do it with the Money in the Bank briefcase. You keep teasing. You keep teasing the champion with that briefcase. You don't cash it in right there. You keep teasing it like you're going to get it to cash in. That's what I like about this. This is the best way of storytelling. This is the correct way of doing a storytelling with a cash in, with the briefcase. You keep teasing it. Just
Yeah,
keep teasing it. You don't do it right then and there. You tease it, and then you wait for the right moment. When the stars are aligned and everything is going the right direction, then that's when you cash it in.
yeah,
But I love the way they do this. I love the way they keep teasing it. I love it.
yeah. I do too, man. But
Uh,
letter grades for Raw. What we
well, yes, we're going to do letter grades, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to do the entertainment level, ladies and gentlemen, for Monday Night Raw. So first of all, let's go to the letter grade. Let's go to letter grade. I am going to say at this point, the main event, the contract signing was really good. The segment was good. So based upon that and based on everything else, I'm going to give Raw tonight a C minus.
I'm gonna have to go a little bit worse than a C minus. I'm not even gonna give it a D plus. I'm giving it a straight up D.
Okay.
Um, I would give it an F if that segment didn't happen. Um, because there was a lot of mind numbingly cool things that happened on
Right.
Raw tonight, and I didn't really like the show. I did not like the show at all. And you can chalk it up and say, oh, I'm complaining week in and week out, but this is constant. This is constant. And tonight was another week of disappointment. It was another week of
Right.
disappointment, and it was another one of those episodes where I'm just waiting on 11 o'clock, and I don't want to do that with these shows. I
Right.
don't want to, and and it pains me, but I'm gonna have to give it a D. Now, entertainment level, what do you think?
I'm going to say, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this was a 1.3 for me
Oh
in
wow,
the
that's oddly
entertainment.
specific.
Sorry, folks.
I'm gonna have to give it. I'll give it a two. I'm giving
All
it a
right.
two
All
because
right.
it would have been a one if that main event segment didn't happen.
Right.
It would have been a one
See,
because you
oh,
saw it
I'm
on
sorry.
stream, guys. You saw it on stream, guys. Half the time I'm on my phone. I'm not even watching it. And this is a watch along. I'm supposed to be watching this show, but the problem is that I'm not entertained, and and, and it's unlike and unlike SmackDown. I gave that one a high grade last week, a very high
Right.
grade. The entertainment level was high. The letter grade was high. Everything was high. And
Right.
with Raw, I cannot stand it. I can't stand it. And it's getting to the point where I'm not even excited to be on the stream. Not because I don't like doing the stream with you. It's because Raw is terrible week in and week out. We subject ourselves to torture, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, yes.
We
Um.
subject ourselves to torture. It's torturous to watch Raw now. And what really tortured me tonight, what really bothered me tonight was the fact that you advertised Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley into a match. Rev's not even out there. which made it blatantly obvious matches isn't happening. For one. For two, you had the action go into the ring. Once the action goes in the ring, the belt is supposed to ring because there's supposed to be a match. Didn't happen.
Nope.
And before that, you had Bronson Reed lose again.
Yep.
You had Bronson Reed lose again, and then after that, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse until that main event segment. And
Well,
that's why I'm giving this a 1, or I'm giving this a 2. Because if that main event segment didn't happen, should have won.
Yeah, that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, I gave it a 1.3. That's the reason, ladies and gentlemen. The segment did it for me at the end, but the rest of it was just no. No good.
And that's exactly why, Zach, I gave this a letter grade of a D. Because if that didn't happen, that would have been a straight up F.
Right.
Straight up F. Bad show, and that's about it. The segment saved it slightly.
Right.
Take it slightly. But if that didn't happen, it would have been unbearable. And you saw it firsthand from Rob. He left midway through the show.
Right. He didn't even say goodnight.
Didn't say goodnight to us or nothing. He just left because he was that irritated from Raw. He was that irritated. And plus his computer was giving him hell. His Chromebook was giving him hell too. So that's also a case. But
right.
The reason why he left was because Raw was so bad. He got annoyed.
Right. And he did that to me last week, ladies and gentlemen, when I was with him. While Tyler was on, his family vacation. He did that too last week, ladies. He was annoyed.
I heard he was cursing up a storm last week.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it was Bacanti spicy up in this piece, ladies and gentlemen, last week.
One of these days, I'm going to get you to say up in this bitch. Anyway, how do you laugh? I was getting a little somber there. But, yeah, it's getting to the point where Rob, our third co-host, leaves mid-show. Because Raw is so bad. And if we had a fourth guy, I probably would have left too. I'd probably been like, I'm done. Because Raw is that bad. And there was a time before I even started streaming where I did do that. Raw is so bad I turned it off mid-show.
I'll tell you this
WWE. You've got to be better with Monday Night Raw. You're good with SmackDown. I'm proud of you for SmackDown. The way you book SmackDown, that's fine. For Raw, nah.
Not so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the reason why I gave it a 1.3. The last segment was great. The rest of it was just a train wreck. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Monday Night Raw. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, we move over from Raw, ladies and gentlemen, to AEW. And we're going to have fun on Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to do Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. And Dynamite is going to be great. It's going to be a great show. And I'm hoping that we're going to start getting announcements about matches for all in London, England very soon, ladies and gentlemen. So the bill for that should be coming very soon. And we should be getting those matches forefront and everything else. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at the Raw.
Yeah, and I know Zach because he messaged me about it. He goes, you told me last week when I was on vacation, like, man, you should have seen the stream. Rob was cursing up a storm. He left mid-show. I'm like, no way. Was Raw that bad? He goes, yeah, it was. I go, damn.
Yeah, he left me.
That's how I found out Rob was cursing up a storm and he left the show because Raw was that bad. I'm like, I believe that.
Yeah, it was picanti spicy, ladies and gentlemen, last week. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for us here at the Broad Watch Along. We hope that we entertained you tonight. We hope that you enjoyed what we had to say and our thoughts and everything else in that nature. Now we'll be back again in the streams, like I said before. I'll say it again. We'll be back on Wednesday night with Dynamite, and then I will return with the Wrestling Experience on Thursday night. Tyler will return with the It's Real to Me podcast with Robert, and then we will return again. All three of us will return again on Friday night for SmackDown. Then me and Tyler will return on Saturday afternoon at 4 Eastern for Elite Talk number 9. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler and I are not done with each other. Oh no, we're not done with each other because we have Saturday night's Collision to do. So, and then next Monday, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get together again for the Raw Go Home show. So, ladies and
then we're
gentlemen,
going to get together again for Dynamite. And then we're going to get together again that
right. And then we're going to get together again for SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. So, we got a lot happening in this cook pot, ladies and gentlemen. And it's all coming your way. So, we hope that we entertain you. We hope that you have a good Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. And be safe out there. And we will see you again at 7:50 Eastern Daylight Standard Time on Wednesday night. For Tyler, Robert, I'm Earl Cole, ladies and gentlemen. Good night for Monday Night Raw.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, the Wrestling Experience, with your host, Earl Cole.
Acknowledge me.
Coming at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also the AEW. You are now watching The Experience, the Wrestling Experience. Now with your host, Earl Cole.